What if I told you that the next 3 hours could completely reprogram your subconscious mind for wealth, abundance, and financial miracles, and you do not even have to consciously focus or pay attention for it to work? That right now, as you press play on this transmission, you are activating a prosperity frequency that will penetrate your deepest consciousness, dissolve every money block you have ever carried, and install automatic wealth-creating beliefs that will start manifesting real money in your life within days. Today, you are about to experience the exact method Florence Scovel Shinn taught her most successful students over a century ago. A practice so powerful that people who use it consistently for just 21 days report miraculous financial breakthroughs, unexpected income appearing from nowhere, and complete transformation of their relationship with money. This is not meditation where you have to sit still and concentrate. This is subliminal prosperity programming designed to work automatically while you relax, rest, or even drift off to sleep. But before we begin this 3-hour activation, I need you to do 3 critical things right now while your full attention is here, because in just a few minutes, I am going to tell you to lower the volume and let your subconscious take over. And these actions must happen first. First, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications right now. This channel is where you discover Florence Scovel Shinn's prosperity teachings that actually work, ancient spiritual laws applied to create modern financial miracles. When you subscribe, you join thousands of people worldwide who are consciously creating wealth through aligned consciousness instead of exhausting struggle. Do it now. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Then continue listening. Second, and this is absolutely crucial for activating the full power of what you are about to receive, write in the comments right now, I commit to 21 days of prosperity programming starting today. Then tell us where in the world you are listening from. When you make this public declaration, you create energetic accountability. You tell your subconscious this is real and serious. You activate the collective field of everyone else who has made this commitment. Your subconscious responds to public commitment far more powerfully than to private hope. So pause for just 10 seconds right now, go to the comments, and write, I commit to 21 days of prosperity programming starting today, plus your location. Do it now before we continue. Third, hit that like button because that simple action helps this prosperity teaching reach other souls who desperately need to discover it. Your like is not for me. Your like is an act of service. When you like this video, the algorithm shows it to someone whose life could transform completely through these teachings. Someone struggling with money who has no idea these spiritual laws exist. Someone working 3 jobs who deserves to know there is an easier way. Your like could be the bridge that brings them here. Do it now, then settle in for transformation. Now here is what makes this transmission so uniquely powerful. In about 10 minutes, I am going to ask you to return to the comments section one more time. But this time, you will write something different. You will write about the results you are experiencing. Maybe unexpected money appeared. Maybe a new opportunity opened. Maybe your stress about finances dissolved. Maybe you felt a shift in your consciousness that you cannot quite explain, but you know is real. When you come back and share your testimony, you do 3 things. First, you reinforce the transformation in your own subconscious by declaring it publicly. Second, you inspire others who are earlier in the journey and need proof this works. Third, you amplify the collective prosperity field we are all creating together. So commit right now that within days or weeks of starting this practice, you will return to share your results. This commitment activates maximum power from what you are about to receive. Let me tell you about someone who did exactly this. A woman from Brazil discovered this teaching 3 months ago. She was working 2 jobs, barely covering bills, feeling trapped in an endless cycle of struggle despite working 70 hours per week. She felt exhausted, hopeless, angry at life for being so hard. She stumbled across our channel searching for help, for answers, for anything that might shift her circumstances. She listened to our 4-hour sleep prosperity meditation that night, skeptical, but desperate enough to try. For the first 3 days, nothing seemed different externally, but internally, she noticed something. The constant anxiety about money began to quiet. The desperate energy she normally brought to work softened into something more confident and calm. By day 7, her manager at her primary job approached her about a promotion she had not applied for. The position came with a 40% raise and better hours, which meant she could quit her second job. She was shocked, grateful, confused about why this was suddenly happening when she had worked there for 2 years with no recognition. By day 14, an old friend reached out offering freelance consulting work that paid in 1 weekend what she used to make in 2 weeks at her second job. By day 21, her income had essentially doubled while her work hours had cut in half. She came back to the comments, kept her promise, and shared her testimony. And she said something profound. She said, "The external changes are amazing, but the internal change is the real miracle. I do not feel poor anymore. I do not think like a struggling person anymore. I expect good things now. I trust life now. Abundance feels natural now." This is not a unique story. This is what happens when you consistently program your subconscious with prosperity consciousness. Circumstances must shift to match consciousness. This is spiritual law as reliable as gravity. Change your consciousness, change your circumstances. It works. It has always worked. And it will work for you starting today if you commit to the full practice. Now let me explain exactly what this 3-hour transmission is and how it works. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered something profound about the subconscious mind over a century ago. Your subconscious controls 90% of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, including all your automatic responses to money, opportunity, and success. Most people have subconscious beliefs about money that were installed in childhood through observation and experience. If you grew up watching adults stress about bills, your subconscious absorbed the belief that money creates stress. If you heard money does not grow on trees or we cannot afford that repeatedly, your subconscious learned that money is scarce and hard to obtain. If you experienced financial trauma or poverty, your subconscious developed protective mechanisms that actually block wealth from flowing to you now, even though you consciously want prosperity. These subconscious beliefs run on autopilot beneath your awareness, creating thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that keep producing the same financial results over and over, regardless of how hard you work or how much you try to think positively on the surface. You cannot overcome subconscious programming with conscious willpower. You can only transform subconscious beliefs by accessing the subconscious directly and installing new programming at that level. And the most powerful time to reprogram your subconscious is when your conscious mind is relaxed, occupied elsewhere, or asleep. This 3-hour transmission uses a specific technique Florence taught called subliminal receptive programming. You will listen to prosperity affirmations, wealth frequencies, and abundance teachings, but you will not consciously focus on them or try to memorize them or analyze them. Instead, you will lower the volume to barely audible background level and allow yourself to rest, relax, or even drift off to sleep while the transmission plays. At that quiet volume and in that relaxed state, your conscious mind cannot interfere with analysis or doubt. The prosperity programming slips directly into your subconscious, where it begins installing new beliefs, new expectations, new automatic responses to money that then create new circumstances automatically, because consciousness creates conditions. You do not have to believe this for it to work. Your subconscious does not require your conscious belief or understanding. It simply absorbs whatever input it receives consistently and repetitively, then creates thoughts and behaviors that match that input. Feed your subconscious poverty consciousness through news, complaints, and scarcity talk, and it creates poverty behaviors and poverty results. Feed your subconscious prosperity consciousness through affirmations, teachings, and abundance frequencies, and it creates prosperity behaviors and prosperity results. The mechanism is automatic. The process is reliable. The results are inevitable when you apply the practice consistently. So here is exactly what you are going to do. In just a moment, after I finish these instructions, you will lower the volume of this transmission to comfortable background level. Not so low that you hear nothing, but low enough that you can tell something is playing, but you cannot clearly make out every word unless you focus intently. That is the perfect level. At that volume, your subconscious hears and absorbs everything perfectly, while your conscious mind relaxes and disengages. Then you will simply rest. Lie down comfortably. Close your eyes if you wish. Breathe naturally. Let your body relax. Let your mind wander. If you drift off to sleep, perfect. If you stay awake but deeply relaxed, perfect. If your mind thinks about other things while this plays in background, perfect. There is no wrong way to do this as long as the transmission is playing at low volume and you are in a relaxed, receptive state. You might listen during an afternoon nap. You might listen while resting in bed before sleep. You might listen while lounging on the couch on a lazy weekend afternoon. The key is that you are not actively working or focused on tasks. You are in rest mode, receptive mode, relaxed mode. In that state, your subconscious is wide open and the prosperity programming flows in without resistance, without analysis, without doubt. This is how transformation happens most powerfully, not through conscious effort, but through subconscious receptivity. For maximum results, use this transmission daily for 21 consecutive days. 21 days is the minimum time required to create new neural pathways and overwrite old subconscious patterns. Some people see results within the first week. Some see dramatic shifts by day 14. Most experience complete transformation by day 21, but you must be consistent. Missing even one day breaks the momentum and requires starting the count over. Your subconscious needs consistent repetitive input over time to fully integrate new beliefs and make them permanent. One day of listening helps. 7 consecutive days helps more. 21 consecutive days creates lasting permanent transformation that continues producing results for the rest of your life. This 3-hour transmission is designed to complement our 4-hour sleep prosperity meditation perfectly. If you have been using that transmission at night before bed, this 3-hour version is ideal for daytime rest, afternoon naps, or evening relaxation. Use both together and you create complete 24-hour prosperity programming. 8 hours of sleep with nighttime programming plus 3 hours of daytime rest with afternoon programming equals 11 hours daily of subconscious wealth activation. Maintain that for 21 days, and your consciousness transforms so completely that miraculous circumstances must appear to match because circumstances always conform to consciousness. Now, before we transition into the subliminal programming phase, I want to remind you of your commitment. You agreed to write in the comments, "I commit to 21 days of prosperity programming starting today." If you have not done that yet, pause right now and do it. This public declaration is not optional. It is the activation key that unlocks the full power of everything that follows. Your subconscious takes you seriously when you make public commitments. So go to the comments right now, write your declaration plus your location, then return here and prepare to lower your volume and begin your prosperity transformation. Before you lower that volume and let your subconscious take over, I want to share one more story with you. A story that proves beyond any doubt that this practice creates real measurable results in the physical world. Not just good feelings or positive thoughts, but actual money appearing, actual opportunities manifesting, actual transformation of circumstances. A man from Canada discovered these teachings 6 months ago. He was a carpenter, skilled at his trade, but struggling financially despite working full-time. His income was barely enough to cover rent and bills, with nothing left for savings or enjoyment. He felt stuck, frustrated, unappreciated, watching less skilled workers somehow earn more while he could not figure out what he was doing wrong. He had tried budgeting, side hustles, asking for raises. Nothing created lasting change. He was about to give up hope that his financial situation would ever improve. Then he found our 4-hour sleep prosperity meditation and decided to try it for 30 consecutive nights just to see what would happen. The first week felt subtle. He slept better. He felt less anxious, but nothing changed externally. Week 2 brought interesting shifts. He noticed himself thinking differently about money. Instead of constant worry, he felt unexplainable confidence that things would work out. He started seeing opportunities he had missed before. Week 3, things began manifesting physically. A previous client called asking if he could take on a large renovation project. He quoted a price 30% higher than he normally would have, expecting them to negotiate down, but they agreed immediately and paid a deposit. Week 4, a friend mentioned that a high-end construction company was looking for experienced carpenters and asked if he wanted an introduction. He got the interview. He got the job. The pay was double what he had been making. But here is the most amazing part. Within 60 days of starting the prosperity programming, his income had tripled. His work hours had decreased because the new company was more efficient, and he had received offers for 3 additional side projects that he could now afford to be selective about. He went from barely surviving to comfortably thriving in 2 months. Not because he suddenly became more skilled at carpentry, not because the economy changed, but because his consciousness changed, and his changed consciousness created changed circumstances automatically. He came back to the comments and shared his testimony just like I am asking you to do. And he said something that really captures the essence of how this works. He said, "I did not chase any of these opportunities. They came to me. I did not force anything to happen. It unfolded naturally. I just kept programming my subconscious every night, and my external world rearranged itself to match my internal state." That is how spiritual law operates. Consciousness is cause. Circumstances are effect. Change the cause, and the effect must change. Now I share these stories not to create unrealistic expectations that everyone will triple their income in 60 days. Though some people do. I share them to show you that this practice produces real results. Different results for different people, depending on where you are starting from and what prosperity means in your specific life. For some, prosperity means going from poverty to stability. For others, it means going from stability to abundance. For others, it means going from abundance to overflow. The principle is the same, regardless of where you start. Consistent subconscious prosperity programming creates shifted consciousness, creates shifted circumstances. It works. Trust it. Commit to it. Give it the full 21 days. Then come back and share your testimony so others can be inspired by your transformation just as you have been inspired by these stories. Now let me explain what is about to happen in the remaining hours of this transmission and why the specific format we use is so powerful. For the next 2 hours and 50 minutes, you are going to hear prosperity affirmations repeated over and over in various forms. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. These core affirmations will cycle continuously, sometimes stated directly, sometimes woven into stories, sometimes embedded in teachings, but always present. Always saturating your subconscious with the same core prosperity messages. Repetition is the key to subconscious reprogramming. Your conscious mind gets bored with repetition and wants variety, novelty, stimulation. But your subconscious thrives on repetition. It learns through consistent, repetitive input. The first time you hear I am wealthy, your subconscious notes it, but does not necessarily accept it as true yet, especially if contradicting beliefs are already installed. The 10th time you hear it, your subconscious begins considering it as possibility. The 100th time, it starts integrating it as probability. The 1,000th time, it accepts it as identity. Over 3 hours, you will be exposed to core prosperity affirmations thousands of times. That massive repetitive input creates the critical mass necessary for permanent transformation. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered that the subconscious does not distinguish between vividly imagined experience and actual experience. When you hear I am wealthy, stated with conviction repeatedly, your subconscious begins treating that as fact rather than wish. It does not check your bank account to verify. It does not analyze whether the statement is currently true. It simply accepts what it hears most often and most consistently as reality, then creates thoughts, feelings, and behaviors aligned with that accepted reality. Those aligned thoughts, feelings, and behaviors then attract and create circumstances that match, because you cannot hold prosperity, consciousness, and poverty circumstances simultaneously for long. Something has to give. Either consciousness drops back to match circumstances, or circumstances rise to match consciousness. When you program consciousness consistently every day, circumstances must rise to match. This is law. The affirmations you will hear are not random. They are carefully structured to address every major area where subconscious blocks typically exist: worthiness, deservingness, safety, permission, possibility, expectation, identity. We systematically address each area installing new empowering beliefs to replace old limiting beliefs. You do not need to consciously process any of this. You do not need to think about whether you agree or believe each statement. You simply let the words wash over your consciousness while you rest. Your subconscious absorbs what it needs and integrates what serves your highest good. The mechanism is automatic. Trust it completely. Now here is the critical instruction that makes everything work. In approximately 30 seconds, I am going to stop talking and the affirmations will begin. When that happens, I need you to immediately lower your volume to barely audible background level. Not off. Not so loud you hear every word clearly. Barely audible. Just loud enough that you know something is playing, but quiet enough that you cannot make out every word unless you really focus. That is the perfect volume for subconscious programming. At that level, your conscious mind cannot engage enough to analyze or resist. The words slip past conscious defenses directly into subconscious receptivity, where they do their transformative work without interference. Once you lower the volume, lie down, get comfortable, close your eyes. Let your body relax completely. Breathe naturally. Let your mind wander wherever it wants to go. You might think about your day. You might think about your dreams. You might think about nothing at all. Perfect. You might fall asleep. Perfect. You might stay awake but deeply relaxed. Perfect. There is no wrong way to do this. The only requirement is that the transmission is playing at low volume and you are in a relaxed, receptive state. Everything else happens automatically. If you drift off to sleep during this transmission, that is actually ideal. Your subconscious is most receptive during the transition into sleep and throughout sleep itself. Some of the most powerful programming happens when your conscious mind is completely offline and your subconscious has no interference whatsoever. So if you sleep through the entire 3 hours, you are actually getting maximum benefit. When you wake up, you might not consciously remember anything you heard, but your subconscious absorbed everything, and the transformation is occurring beneath your awareness. You will notice the results appearing in your thoughts, feelings, and circumstances over the coming days and weeks. For those who stay awake, you might find your mind wandering while the affirmations play in background. That is perfect. Your subconscious is still absorbing everything even though your conscious attention is elsewhere. In fact, some of the most effective programming happens when conscious mind is distracted because there is no mental resistance forming. Let your mind roam freely. Do not try to focus on the words. Do not try to stay alert. Just rest, relax, receive. The transmission does its work regardless of whether you consciously pay attention. You are about to begin a journey that will transform your relationship with money, abundance, and prosperity at the deepest level of your being. Your subconscious is about to be saturated with wealth consciousness for 3 hours straight. Old poverty beliefs will begin dissolving. New prosperity beliefs will begin forming. Your expectation about what is possible for you financially will expand. Your sense of deservingness will increase. Your fear and anxiety about money will decrease. Your confidence and trust in divine provision will strengthen. All of this happens automatically through the mechanism of consistent subconscious programming while you rest. Within days, you will notice subtle shifts. Different thoughts arising about money, different feelings when you check your bank account, different responses when opportunities appear. Within weeks, you will see external evidence, unexpected income, new possibilities, improved circumstances. Within 21 days of consistent daily practice, you will look back amazed at how much has transformed both internally and externally. And you will understand from direct experience that Florence Scovel Shinn's teachings are not theory or philosophy, but practical spiritual technology that produces real measurable results when applied faithfully. Remember your commitment, 21 consecutive days. Come back and share your testimony. Inspire others through your transformation. Be the proof that these ancient laws still work in modern life. You are not doing this just for yourself. You are part of a global field of conscious prosperity creators who are proving that there is a better way than struggle, stress, and exhaustion. Your success helps others believe success is possible. Your testimony helps others trust the process. Your transformation helps shift collective consciousness from scarcity to abundance. This is sacred work you are doing. Take it seriously. Commit fully. Receive completely. Now lower your volume to barely audible level. Get comfortable. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Relax completely. Let the next 3 hours reprogram your subconscious for permanent prosperity. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your transformation begins now. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Your subconscious is listening even as you rest. Your deeper mind is absorbing these prosperity frequencies, even as your conscious mind drifts. You do not need to focus. You do not need to concentrate. You do not need to remember or analyze. Simply rest. Simply breathe. Simply allow. The transformation is happening automatically beneath your awareness. Your subconscious is being saturated with wealth consciousness. Old scarcity beliefs are dissolving. New prosperity beliefs are forming. This is working. Trust completely. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I receive money from expected sources. I receive money from unexpected sources. I receive money from multiple sources simultaneously. My income increases naturally. My expenses decrease effortlessly. My savings grow automatically. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that wealth is not something you chase, but something you become. You are becoming wealthy right now through this practice. Your consciousness is shifting from poverty to prosperity. Your identity is transforming from someone who struggles to someone who thrives. Your expectation is expanding from limitation to overflow. As your consciousness changes, your circumstances must change to match, because consciousness is cause and circumstances are effect. You are changing the cause right now. The effects will appear inevitably. I deserve wealth. I am worthy of abundance. I claim prosperity as my birthright. I accept money easily and gratefully. I spend money wisely and joyfully. I save money naturally and consistently. I invest money intelligently and profitably. I give money generously and freely. I receive money constantly and abundantly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Continue resting. Continue breathing. Continue allowing. Your subconscious is doing all the work. You do not have to do anything except remain in this relaxed, receptive state. The affirmations are penetrating your deeper mind. The frequencies are recalibrating your energy field. The teachings are restructuring your beliefs. Transformation is occurring whether you consciously notice it or not. Within days, you will see evidence. Within weeks, you will experience shifts. Within 21 days, you will know beyond doubt that this practice creates real, measurable results. I release all resistance to wealth. I release all fear of money. I release all guilt about abundance. I release all shame about prosperity. I forgive myself for past financial mistakes. I forgive others who harmed me financially. I forgive my parents for any scarcity beliefs they passed to me. I am free from all negative money programming. I am open to all positive wealth experiences. I am ready to receive unlimited abundance. I am willing to be outrageously prosperous. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Your body is relaxed. Your breath is slow and deep. Your mind is peaceful. And beneath this surface, calm, profound transformation is unfolding. Your subconscious is being reprogrammed for prosperity. Every repetition of these affirmations strengthens the new programming. Every exposure to these frequencies elevates your vibration. You are literally becoming a different person at the identity level. Someone who naturally expects abundance. Someone who automatically attracts opportunity. Someone who effortlessly creates wealth. This is who you are becoming through consistent practice. Money comes to me now. Abundance manifests for me now. Prosperity appears to me now. Not someday, not eventually. Now, today, this week, this month. Right now, as I rest and receive this programming, my financial breakthrough is forming. Old patterns are breaking. New patterns are establishing. Old beliefs are dissolving. New beliefs are solidifying. Old circumstances are shifting. New circumstances are appearing. The breakthrough is not future. The breakthrough is present. The breakthrough is happening now. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Let yourself drift deeper into relaxation. If sleep comes, welcome it. Sleep is the most receptive state for subconscious programming. Your conscious mind goes offline completely, and your subconscious absorbs everything with zero resistance. Many people have their most powerful transformations when they fall asleep during these transmissions, because the programming goes in pure and clean with no mental interference. So if you feel yourself drifting towards sleep, do not fight it. Let go. Let sleep come. The transmission will continue working while you sleep. Your subconscious will continue absorbing while you rest. Transformation continues automatically whether you are awake or asleep. I attract money through expected channels. I attract money through unexpected channels. I attract money through my job. I attract money beyond my job. I attract money through my effort. I attract money beyond my effort. I attract money through channels I create. I attract money through channels created for me. I am open to all forms of income. I am receptive to all sources of wealth. I am available to all expressions of abundance. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too much for me. Nothing is impossible for divine source providing through me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your breathing is easy and natural. Your body is comfortable and at peace. Your mind is quiet or gently wandering. Perfect. This is exactly the state needed for maximum subconscious receptivity. You are not trying to make anything happen. You are simply allowing transformation to occur through the mechanism of consistent exposure to prosperity programming. This is effortless wealth activation. No force, no strain, no struggle. Just relaxed receptivity producing profound transformation that will manifest as changed circumstances inevitably. I am grateful for the money I have. I am grateful for the money coming to me. I am grateful for unexpected income. I am grateful for expected raises. I am grateful for profitable opportunities. I am grateful for wise investments. I am grateful for generous gifts. I am grateful for divine miracles. I am grateful for supernatural provision. I am grateful for abundant supply. Gratitude multiplies what I have. Gratitude attracts more to be grateful for. Gratitude is the magnet for greater abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence taught that the subconscious accepts whatever is repeatedly presented to it as truth, regardless of current external evidence. Your subconscious does not require proof to accept new beliefs. It requires repetition. You are receiving massive repetition right now. Thousands of prosperity affirmations over 3 hours. This creates the cumulative effect necessary for permanent subconscious transformation. Each repetition builds on the previous repetition. Each exposure deepens the previous exposure. The transformation compounds exponentially with consistent practice. You are building wealth consciousness layer by layer, repetition by repetition, exposure by exposure. I think wealthy thoughts automatically. I feel wealthy feelings naturally. I speak wealthy words constantly. I take wealthy actions effortlessly. I make wealthy decisions easily. I attract wealthy people magnetically. I create wealthy circumstances inevitably. I am wealthy in consciousness. I am becoming wealthy in circumstances. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Continue resting deeply. Continue breathing slowly. Continue receiving fully. The first hour of your 3-hour prosperity activation is progressing perfectly. Your subconscious has absorbed thousands of wealth affirmations. Your consciousness is shifting from scarcity to abundance. Your identity is transforming from poverty to prosperity. You are becoming someone who naturally expects good things, automatically attracts opportunity, effortlessly creates wealth. This new identity is forming right now beneath your conscious awareness through the power of repetition and receptivity. I am divinely guided to prosperity. I am supernaturally supplied with abundance. I am miraculously provided for always. Infinite intelligence orchestrates my financial success. Divine source provides for all my needs. Universal abundance flows through me constantly. I am a magnet for money. I am a channel for wealth. I am a vessel for prosperity. Money seeks me. Money finds me. Money comes to me. Money stays with me. Money grows for me. Money works for me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Your body continues to relax more deeply. Your mind continues to quiet more fully. Your spirit continues to open more completely. You are in perfect receptive state. The prosperity frequencies washing over you right now are recalibrating your energy field to resonate at wealth frequency. Like attracts like at the vibrational level. When you vibrate at wealth frequency, you magnetically attract circumstances, people, and opportunities that match that frequency. This is not wishful thinking. This is energetic law. Shift your vibration through consistent exposure to wealth frequencies, and your reality must shift to match. It is law. It is reliable. It is happening now. I work from overflow, not from lack. I serve from abundance, not from scarcity. I give from plenty, not from poverty. I have more than enough resources to do my work excellently. I have more than enough energy to fulfill my responsibilities joyfully. I have more than enough creativity to solve problems elegantly. I have more than enough time to complete tasks properly. I have more than enough support to succeed easily. I operate from overflow in all areas. Overflow is my reality. Overflow is my identity. Overflow is my experience. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. If you are still awake and aware right now, you might notice your mind occasionally engaging with these affirmations or occasionally drifting to other thoughts entirely. Both are perfect. When your mind engages, it reinforces the affirmations consciously. When your mind drifts, your subconscious continues absorbing while your conscious mind rests. Either way, transformation is occurring. Do not try to control whether you focus or drift. Simply allow whatever is happening naturally. The mechanism works regardless of your conscious participation. Trust the process completely. My income increases every month. My income increases every week. My income increases every day. Money comes to me in larger and larger amounts. Money comes to me more and more frequently. Money comes to me from more and more sources. I am on an upward financial trajectory. I am experiencing exponential wealth growth. I am living in ever-expanding abundance. My future is richer than my present. My present is richer than my past. I am constantly moving toward greater and greater prosperity. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered through decades of teaching that the most effective prosperity practices share 3 characteristics. First, they program the subconscious directly rather than trying to overcome subconscious blocks through conscious willpower. Second, they use repetition as the primary mechanism because the subconscious learns through consistent exposure. Third, they work with relaxed receptivity rather than forced effort because the subconscious opens most fully when the conscious mind is quiet. This transmission embodies all 3 characteristics perfectly. Direct subconscious programming through subliminal affirmations. Massive repetition over 3 hours. Relaxed receptivity through rest or sleep. This is optimal prosperity practice producing optimal results. I see opportunities everywhere. I notice possibilities constantly. I recognize divine orchestration continually. I perceive synchronicities regularly. My awareness is heightened. My perception is sharpened. My intuition is amplified. I see what others miss. I notice what others overlook. I recognize what others do not perceive. This heightened awareness allows me to act on opportunities that create wealth. I see the opening. I take the action. I receive the abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Your rest continues. Your receptivity deepens. Your transformation accelerates. With every passing minute, with every repeated affirmation, with every exposure to these prosperity frequencies, your subconscious is being saturated more completely with wealth consciousness. The old programming is fading. The new programming is establishing. You are literally rewiring your brain for prosperity. New neural pathways are forming that support wealthy thinking. Old neural pathways that created poverty thinking are weakening. This is measurable physical change happening in your brain right now through the mechanism of neuroplasticity activated by consistent, repetitive input. I am always provided for. In every circumstance, provision appears. In every challenge, supply manifests. In every need, resources arrive. Divine intelligence always provides. Universal abundance always supplies. Infinite source always delivers. This has always been true. This is true now. This will always be true. I trust completely. I rely absolutely. I depend totally on divine provision flowing through me constantly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. If sleep has come, you are receiving the deepest level of programming possible. Your conscious mind is offline. Your subconscious is wide open. The affirmations are flowing directly into your receptive consciousness with zero resistance, zero analysis, zero doubt. This is the most powerful state for transformation. When you wake, you might not remember hearing anything during sleep. That is perfect. Your subconscious absorbed everything. The programming is installed. The transformation is occurring. You will see the evidence appearing in your thoughts, feelings, and circumstances over the coming days. Trust that the work is being done, even though you are not consciously aware of it happening. Money multiplies for me. $1 becomes 2. 2 become 4. 4 become 8. Exponential multiplication is my financial reality. My wealth grows geometrically, not arithmetically. My abundance increases exponentially, not incrementally. Small amounts become large amounts quickly. Large amounts become huge amounts rapidly. I am on an exponential wealth curve. I am experiencing multiplicative prosperity growth. I am living geometric abundance expansion. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. The transformation you are experiencing right now through this transmission is not temporary. This is not a momentary shift that will fade when the audio ends. This is permanent reprogramming that becomes your new default operating system when you practice consistently for 21 days. After 21 consecutive days of this practice, prosperity consciousness becomes automatic. You will naturally think wealthy thoughts without trying. You will automatically feel abundant emotions without effort. You will effortlessly make prosperous choices without struggle. Wealth consciousness becomes who you are rather than something you have to work to maintain. This is the goal. This is what consistent practice creates. Permanent transformation. I am becoming wealthier every single day. Yesterday I was wealthy. Today I am wealthier. Tomorrow I will be wealthier still. My trajectory is upward. My momentum is building. My abundance is expanding. Every day, every week, every month, I am moving into greater and greater wealth. I am on an exponential abundance curve. I am experiencing multiplicative prosperity growth. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. I breathe in abundance. I breathe out scarcity. I inhale prosperity. I exhale poverty. I breathe in wealth. I exhale lack. With every breath, I become more abundant. With every inhale, I receive more prosperity. With every exhale, I release more limitation. My breath is programming my body with wealth consciousness. My breathing is saturating my cells with abundance. Even my unconscious breathing while I rest is affirming I am wealthy. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your rest deepens with each passing moment. Your body sinks more fully into relaxation. Your mind releases more completely into peace. This deep rest is not just physical recovery. This is consciousness transformation happening at the most fundamental level. Your brain waves have shifted into alpha or theta state, the optimal frequencies for subconscious reprogramming. In these brainwave states, your critical mind is offline and your receptive mind is fully open. Information flows directly into your subconscious without filtering. This is why rest and sleep are such powerful times for prosperity programming. The gatekeepers are down. The programming goes straight in. I am safe having money. I am safe being wealthy. I am safe showing abundance. I am safe enjoying prosperity. Wealth does not make me a target. Wealth does not make me a bad person. Wealth does not separate me from loved ones. Wealth creates safety. Wealth creates freedom. Wealth creates options. Wealth creates peace. I am safe being outrageously rich. I am comfortable being abundantly prosperous. I embrace being magnificently wealthy. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that most people have unconscious vows of poverty installed in childhood. Perhaps you saw wealthy people portrayed as greedy in movies and unconsciously decided being rich means being bad. Perhaps you heard spiritual teachings misinterpreted to mean poverty is noble and unconsciously vowed to stay poor to stay good. Perhaps you watched your parents struggle with money and unconsciously decided that earning more than they did would be a betrayal. These unconscious vows create invisible ceilings that block wealth no matter how hard you work consciously. But subconscious programming like you are receiving right now dissolves those vows and gives you permission to be wealthy, safe, good, and loved all at the same time. I release all vows of poverty. I dissolve all agreements with lack. I break all contracts with struggle. I am free from all limitations around wealth. I give myself full permission to be outrageously prosperous. I allow myself to have more money than I ever imagined possible. I accept wealth beyond my wildest dreams. I welcome abundance that exceeds all expectations. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am qualified. I am ready. I am open. I am receiving. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Continue resting. Continue breathing. Continue receiving. You are approximately 1/3 of the way through this 3-hour prosperity activation. Your subconscious has absorbed thousands of wealth affirmations. Your consciousness is shifting dramatically. Your identity is transforming completely. Within hours after this transmission ends, you will notice subtle differences in how you think and feel about money. Within days, you will see external evidence appearing. Within 21 days of consistent practice, your entire financial reality will have transformed. Trust the process. Continue the practice. Watch for miracles. My wealth grows while I sleep. My wealth grows while I rest. My wealth grows while I work. My wealth grows while I play. My wealth grows continuously, automatically, naturally. I do not have to force it or chase it or stress about it. I simply align my consciousness with abundance, and abundance aligns my circumstances with wealth. This alignment is happening right now through this subliminal programming. My consciousness is wealth. My circumstances are becoming wealth. The gap between internal and external is closing. I am wealthy in consciousness now. I am manifesting wealthy circumstances now. If you have drifted into sleep, perfect. If you are awake but deeply relaxed, perfect. If your mind is wandering while barely registering these words, perfect. There is no wrong way to receive this transmission as long as it is playing and you are in a restful state. Your subconscious is working perfectly regardless of what your conscious mind is doing. The transformation is occurring beneath your awareness. The reprogramming is installing automatically. The results will manifest inevitably because consciousness creates circumstances, and consciousness is being shifted right now through this practice. I expect money to come to me. I look for money coming to me. I notice money flowing to me. I recognize opportunities appearing for me. I see resources gathering around me. I feel abundance building within me. I know prosperity is manifesting through me. I trust wealth is being created for me. I believe my financial breakthrough is happening now. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your subconscious is like a garden. For years, weeds of poverty consciousness have been growing there. Beliefs like money is hard to get. Expectations like I will always struggle. Fears like there is never enough. These weeds choked out the prosperity that wanted to grow. But today, you are flooding that garden with prosperity seeds. With every affirmation, another prosperity seed is planted. With consistent daily practice for 21 days, those seeds germinate, sprout, and grow into a lush garden of wealth consciousness that produces abundant harvest automatically. The weeds die from lack of attention and energy. The prosperity plants thrive from consistent nourishment. Your subconscious garden is being transformed right now from wasteland to wonderland. I claim wealth as my birthright. I accept abundance as my inheritance. I embrace prosperity as my destiny. I was born to be rich. I was created to be wealthy. I was designed to be prosperous. Poverty is not my natural state. Lack is not my identity. Struggle is not my purpose. I am meant for abundance. I am made for wealth. I am destined for prosperity. This is truth. This is reality. This is who I am. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am a money magnet. Cash flows to me constantly. Checks arrive unexpectedly. Deposits appear regularly. My accounts grow naturally. My assets appreciate automatically. My investments multiply effortlessly. My value increases continuously. My worth rises steadily. My wealth expands infinitely. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Rest continues. Relaxation deepens. Receptivity expands. You are in the perfect state for maximum subconscious transformation. Your brain is producing alpha and theta waves. Your body is releasing tension and stress. Your energy field is recalibrating to wealth frequency. Every system in your being, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, is being aligned with prosperity consciousness. This is holistic transformation. Not just changed thinking, but changed being at every level. You are becoming wealth itself rather than someone trying to get wealth. This is the shift that creates permanent results. Money comes to me through expected channels. Money comes to me through unexpected channels. Money comes to me through my job. Money comes to me beyond my job. Money comes to me through my effort. Money comes to me beyond my effort. Money comes to me through multiple simultaneous streams. Money flows from all directions. Money appears from everywhere. I am surrounded by abundance. I am immersed in prosperity. I swim in an ocean of wealth. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence discovered that the universe responds to consciousness like a mirror. Whatever consciousness you hold consistently and predominantly, the universe reflects back to you as circumstances. Hold poverty consciousness, and the mirror shows you poverty circumstances. Hold wealth consciousness, and the mirror shows you wealth circumstances. Most people try to change the reflection by acting on the outside while maintaining the same consciousness on the inside. That never works. You must change consciousness first. Then the reflection changes automatically. You are changing consciousness right now. The reflection will change inevitably to match your shifted consciousness. I think abundance. I speak abundance. I feel abundance. I act abundance. I choose abundance. I expect abundance. I receive abundance. I enjoy abundance. I share abundance. I multiply abundance. Abundance is my reality. Abundance is my identity. Abundance is my destiny. I am abundant in all ways. I have more than enough money. I have more than enough time. I have more than enough energy. I have more than enough resources. I have more than enough love. I have more than enough everything. I live in overflow. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your breathing continues slow and steady. Your heartbeat is calm and regular. Your body temperature is comfortable. Your muscles are relaxed. Your nervous system is at peace. This physiological relaxation signals to your subconscious that you are safe, which allows prosperity programming to install without triggering survival fear responses. Many people have subconscious associations between wealth and danger installed from past experiences or cultural conditioning. But in this deeply relaxed state, those danger signals do not activate. The prosperity programming goes in smoothly without resistance. Your subconscious accepts wealth as safe, natural, and desirable. I deserve unlimited wealth. I am worthy of infinite abundance. I qualify for boundless prosperity. No amount is too much for me. No income is too high for me. No riches are excessive for me. I can handle as much money as comes to me. I can manage whatever wealth manifests. I can steward any prosperity that appears. I am ready for wealth beyond imagination. I am prepared for abundance beyond comprehension. I am open to prosperity beyond calculation. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. If you are aware enough to notice, you might recognize that these affirmations are highly repetitive. The same core messages cycle again and again in slightly different forms. This is completely intentional. Repetition is the primary mechanism of subconscious reprogramming. Your conscious mind wants variety and novelty, but your subconscious needs consistency and repetition. The more times your subconscious hears "I am wealthy," the more deeply that belief installs. The more exposures to money flows to me easily, the more automatic that expectation becomes. Embrace the repetition. It is doing the work of transformation at the deepest level. My prosperity blesses everyone around me. My abundance creates opportunities for others. My wealth generates employment. My success inspires possibility. My riches fund important work. My affluence supports worthy causes. I am not wealthy for selfish reasons alone. I am wealthy to be generous. I am abundant to be helpful. I am prosperous to be impactful. My wealth serves purpose beyond myself. This knowledge gives me full permission to be outrageously rich. When my prosperity blesses others, I can receive unlimited abundance guilt-free. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Continue resting as deeply as possible. If sleep has not yet come, but you feel it approaching, allow it. Let yourself drift. Let consciousness fade. Let sleep arrive. Some of the most powerful programming happens in that twilight state between waking and sleeping, when your brain produces theta waves and your subconscious is maximally receptive. If you are already asleep, the programming continues even more powerfully. Your conscious defenses are completely offline. Your subconscious absorbs everything with zero resistance. Perfect transformation is occurring even though you are not aware of it. I am always in the right place at the right time to receive wealth. Divine intelligence guides my steps toward prosperity. Universal abundance orchestrates my path to plenty. Infinite supply synchronizes my location with opportunity. I do not have to figure out how wealth will come. I simply trust that I am being guided perfectly. The right opportunities appear at the right time. The right people connect with me at the right moment. The right resources manifest when I need them. Everything is orchestrated for my highest financial good. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. I am living my wealthiest life now. Not preparing for it, not working toward it, living it now. In consciousness, I am already living my most abundant life. My circumstances are catching up to match my consciousness. Internal wealth is becoming external wealth. Invisible prosperity is appearing as visible prosperity. Consciousness reality is manifesting as circumstance reality. I am wealthy now in being. I am becoming wealthy now in having. The gap closes daily. The bridge completes rapidly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. You are now approaching the midpoint of this 3-hour transmission. You have received approximately 90 minutes of continuous prosperity programming. Your subconscious has absorbed tens of thousands of wealth affirmations. Your consciousness has shifted significantly from where you began. Your identity has transformed measurably toward prosperity. If you could see the changes happening in your brain right now through neuroscience imaging, you would see new neural pathways forming, old pathways weakening, and your entire neurological structure reorganizing itself to support wealth consciousness. This is not metaphor. This is literal physical transformation of your brain occurring through the mechanism of neuroplasticity activated by consistent, repetitive input. Money is energy. Money is neutral. Money is a tool. Money is abundant. Money is available. Money is flowing. Money seeks me. Money finds me. Money comes to me. Money stays with me. Money grows for me. Money works for me. Money serves me. Money blesses me. I am a good steward of money. I am a wise manager of wealth. I am a generous distributor of abundance. I am a joyful receiver of prosperity. I am a grateful appreciator of riches. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence taught that wealth consciousness has 3 essential characteristics. First, expectation. You genuinely expect good things to happen financially. Second, receptivity. You are open to receiving abundance from any source at any time. Third, gratitude. You appreciate what you have while expecting more. This transmission is installing all 3 characteristics simultaneously. The repeated affirmations install expectation. The subliminal delivery creates receptivity by bypassing conscious resistance. The teachings embedded throughout create gratitude by reminding you of the abundance already present and the abundance on the way. All 3 working together create unstoppable manifestation momentum. I speak my wealth into existence. I declare my abundance into reality. I decree my prosperity into manifestation. My words have creative power. My declarations shape circumstances. My decrees manifest conditions. When I say I am wealthy, I am speaking truth into being. When I affirm money flows to me easily, I am creating that reality through spoken word. When I decree I am divinely provided for, I am activating divine provision. Words are not just sounds. Words are creative forces. I choose my words carefully. I speak prosperity consistently. I declare abundance constantly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Rest deepens further still. If you are awake, you might notice that time seems distorted. You are not sure how long you have been listening. That is perfect. That time distortion indicates you are in trance state, the optimal condition for subconscious reprogramming. In trance, your critical conscious mind steps back and your receptive subconscious steps forward. Information flows in without analysis or resistance. Transformation happens rapidly and efficiently. So if you feel like you have lost track of time, celebrate. That means the programming is working optimally. My financial future is brighter than my past. My economic tomorrow exceeds my yesterday. My prosperous next month surpasses my last month. I am not stuck in repeating patterns. I am not trapped in unchanging circumstances. I am breaking free from old limitations. I am breaking through to new possibilities. I am breaking out of poverty consciousness into prosperity consciousness. Old patterns are dissolving. New patterns are forming. Old circumstances are shifting. New circumstances are appearing. I am becoming someone completely different financially. Someone who naturally has wealth. Someone who easily attracts money. Someone who automatically creates abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your subconscious has now absorbed more prosperity programming in these 90 minutes than most people receive in years of their normal life. The average person is exposed primarily to scarcity messaging through news, advertising, conversations, and cultural conditioning. You have just received 90 minutes of pure concentrated prosperity programming with zero scarcity interference. This creates a tipping point. Your subconscious now has more recent evidence for abundance than for lack. When your subconscious has more evidence for a belief than against it, that belief becomes your default operating assumption. You are crossing that tipping point right now. Abundance is becoming your default. Prosperity is becoming your norm. Wealth is becoming your expectation. I invest in myself without guilt. I spend on growth without regret. I buy quality without shame. I deserve the best. I am worth investment. I am valuable enough for premium choices. When I invest in myself, I am honoring the divine presence within me. When I choose quality, I am affirming my worthiness. When I spend on things that support my growth and joy, I am being a good steward. I release all guilt around spending money on myself. I release all shame around enjoying wealth. I claim my right to prosper and enjoy that prosperity fully. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am infinite being temporarily expressing through human form. I am eternal consciousness, briefly experiencing physical reality. I am divine presence, playing the role of individual person. My true nature is unlimited. My real identity is infinite. My actual being is boundless. Therefore, poverty and lack are impossible for my true self. Limitation and scarcity are illusions created by false identification with temporary form. When I remember my true nature as infinite being, I know I am already abundant. I am already wealthy. I am already prosperous, not working toward it. Already am it. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Continue resting through this midpoint section of the transmission. The halfway mark of this 3-hour prosperity activation has passed. You have received massive subconscious programming. Your consciousness has shifted dramatically. Your circumstances are already responding to your shifted consciousness, even if you have not yet seen physical evidence. In the invisible realm, where all manifestation begins, your wealthy life is already forming. It is already taking shape. It is already organizing itself. Soon it will cross from invisible to visible, from potential to actual, from consciousness to circumstance. Trust this process completely, even if you see no proof yet. The proof is coming. The evidence will appear. The manifestation is inevitable. Money multiplies easily for me. Small amounts become large amounts quickly. Large amounts become huge amounts rapidly. Multiplication is my financial reality. Exponential growth is my wealth pattern. Geometric expansion is my abundance experience. I do not grow wealth linearly. I multiply wealth exponentially. I do not increase income incrementally. I expand income multiplicatively. 1 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, 100 becomes 1,000, 1,000 becomes 10,000. Exponential multiplication is my norm. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the moment you truly shift in consciousness is recognizable by a feeling of relief, release, or knowing. Suddenly you just know you are wealthy, regardless of current bank account. Suddenly you feel peaceful about finances, regardless of current bills. Suddenly you sense everything is working out, regardless of current challenges. This knowing, this peace, this sense is evidence that consciousness has shifted. Once consciousness shifts, circumstances must follow. Not immediately always, but inevitably, eventually. Watch for that moment of knowing, that feeling of relief, that sense of it is done. When you feel it, trust it completely. That is your confirmation that transformation is complete in consciousness, and manifestation in circumstances is now guaranteed. I am ready for my financial breakthrough. I am prepared for my monetary miracle. I am open to my economic transformation. I am not hoping it might happen someday. I am expecting it is happening now. I am knowing it has already occurred in consciousness and must appear in circumstances because that is law. Consciousness creates conditions. I have prosperity consciousness. I must have prosperity conditions. Not maybe, not hopefully, must. This is certainty based on spiritual law, not wishful thinking based on desperate hope. I know, I trust. I am certain. My breakthrough is here. My miracle is now. My transformation is done. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Rest continues through the second half of this transmission. Whether you are awake or asleep, aware or unaware, the programming continues working automatically. Your subconscious continues absorbing. Your consciousness continues shifting. Your circumstances continue reorganizing themselves to match your new prosperity consciousness. Nothing you need to do except remain in this relaxed state and allow the transmission to complete its 3-hour cycle. By the time you reach the end, you will have received one of the most thorough and powerful prosperity reprogramming sessions available anywhere. Your subconscious will be completely saturated with wealth consciousness. Your transformation will be undeniable. I am worthy of unlimited wealth. I deserve infinite abundance. I qualify for boundless prosperity. These are not empty affirmations. These are statements of truth about your divine nature. You are an individualized expression of infinite creative intelligence. Infinite creative intelligence is by definition abundantly supplied. Therefore, you, as its expression, are by nature abundantly supplied. Poverty is not humble. Poverty is denying your true nature. Wealth is not arrogant. Wealth is accepting your true nature. You are meant to be prosperous. You are designed to be abundant. You are created to be wealthy. This is truth. Claim it fully. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am a magnet for wealthy people. I attract prosperous connections. I meet abundant individuals. I form relationships with successful people. I network with financially free people. I collaborate with wealthy-minded people. Like attracts like. Wealthy consciousness attracts wealthy people. Abundant mindset attracts abundant relationships. I do not have to force connections or chase networking. I simply embody wealth consciousness, and wealthy people appear naturally in my life, offering opportunities, partnerships, insights, resources. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your rest continues through the second half of this transmission. Your body is deeply relaxed. Your breath is slow and natural. Your mind is quiet or gently wandering. Your subconscious is wide open and receptive. This is perfect state for maximum transformation. Hours have passed since you began this practice. Hours of continuous prosperity programming. Hours of wealth affirmations saturating your consciousness. Hours of abundance frequencies recalibrating your energy. The cumulative effect is profound. You are not the same person who pressed play at the beginning. Something fundamental has shifted in your consciousness. That shift will express as shifted circumstances inevitably. Money comes to me in large amounts. Money comes to me frequently. Money comes to me from multiple sources. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me joyfully. Money comes to me surprisingly. Money comes to me constantly. I am always receiving money. I am continuously attracting income. I am perpetually manifesting abundance. The flow never stops. The supply never ends. The provision never fails. I am in permanent prosperity flow. I live in continuous abundance stream. I exist in eternal wealth current. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Florence discovered through working with thousands of students that prosperity consciousness work produces results in stages. Stage 1 is internal shift. You feel different about money even though nothing has changed externally yet. This happens within the first week for most people. Stage 2 is synchronicity increase. Meaningful coincidences start appearing. People mention opportunities. You stumble across helpful resources. This happens in week 2 typically. Stage 3 is manifestation beginning. Small amounts of unexpected money appear. Minor opportunities present themselves. This happens around week 3. Stage 4 is breakthrough. Significant income increase or major opportunity manifests. This happens around week 4 for those who practice consistently. You are moving through these stages right now through this transmission and daily practice. I deserve to be outrageously wealthy. I am worthy of extreme abundance. I qualify for ridiculous prosperity. No amount is too much for me. No income is too high for me. No wealth is excessive for me. I can handle unlimited money. I can manage massive abundance. I can steward enormous wealth. I am ready for prosperity that exceeds my wildest imagination. I am prepared for abundance that surpasses my greatest expectations. I am open to wealth that transcends my current comprehension. Bring it on. I am ready. I am worthy. I am capable. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Continue resting. Continue receiving. Continue transforming. You are over halfway through this 3-hour activation. You have absorbed enormous amounts of prosperity programming. Your subconscious is being completely restructured for wealth. Old neural pathways of poverty thinking are weakening. New neural pathways of prosperity thinking are strengthening. Your brain is physically changing right now. Your consciousness is permanently shifting. Your identity is fundamentally transforming. You are becoming someone who naturally expects abundance, automatically attracts opportunity, effortlessly creates wealth. This is not temporary change that fades when the transmission ends. This is permanent transformation that compounds with each day of consistent practice. I trust divine timing completely. I surrender all anxiety about when results appear. I release all need to see immediate evidence. I know transformation is happening beneath surface even when I see no proof yet. Consciousness shifts before circumstances shift. I have shifted in consciousness through this programming. My circumstances will shift to match in perfect divine timing. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month. The exact timing is not my concern. My concern is consistent consciousness work. The universe's concern is circumstances manifestation. I do my part. Universe does its part. Perfect partnership, perfect timing, perfect results. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. If you have been asleep for an extended period during this transmission, you are receiving the deepest possible programming. Your conscious mind has been offline for hours. Your subconscious has absorbed hours of pure prosperity input with zero resistance. When you wake, you might not remember hearing anything. That is perfect. The work was done at the subconscious level where real transformation occurs. You will notice the results appearing in your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and circumstances over coming days, even though you have no conscious memory of what you heard during sleep. Trust that the programming worked perfectly, whether you remember it or not. My wealth grows while I sleep. My wealth grows while I rest. My wealth grows while I nap. My wealth grows while I relax. My wealth grows constantly because wealth consciousness is now active in my subconscious automatically. I do not have to consciously think about prosperity every moment for prosperity to increase. My subconscious handles wealth creation automatically in background, just like it handles breathing and heartbeat automatically without conscious attention. Wealth accumulation is now an automatic subconscious process for me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am prosperity. I am not someone hoping to have prosperity. I am prosperity itself. I am abundance. I am not someone wishing for abundance. I am abundance itself. I am wealth. I am not someone trying to get wealth. I am wealth itself. This is not arrogance. This is recognition of divine nature. I am made in image of infinite creator. Infinite creator is abundant. Therefore, I am abundant by nature. Poverty is false identity. Lack is mistaken perception. Scarcity is illusion of separation. When I remember my true nature as divine being, I know I am abundance itself, not having abundance, being abundance. From this consciousness, prosperity flows naturally and effortlessly and infinitely. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. You are entering the final third of this 3-hour prosperity activation. 2 hours have passed. 1 hour remains. During these 2 hours, your subconscious has been saturated with wealth consciousness more thoroughly than most people experience in years. The average person receives primarily scarcity programming through news, advertising, conversations, cultural messaging. You have received 2 solid hours of pure prosperity programming with zero scarcity interference. This creates a complete reset of your financial consciousness. Your default setting is shifting from lack to abundance. Your automatic expectation is changing from struggle to ease. Your natural state is transforming from poverty to prosperity. This shift is permanent when maintained through 21 days of consecutive practice. Money loves coming to me. Money enjoys staying with me. Money delights in growing for me. Money is happy being used by me. Money and I have excellent relationship. Money and I are perfect partners. Money knows I respect it. Money knows I appreciate it. Money knows I manage it well. Money knows I use it wisely. Money trusts me. I trust money. We work together beautifully. We flow together harmoniously. We create together abundantly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Florence taught that the final stage of prosperity consciousness is when wealth feels completely natural, comfortable, normal. Not exciting or surprising, but simply natural state of being. Like a fish does not get excited about water because water is natural environment. When prosperity is your natural environment, you do not get overly excited about money appearing, because money appearing is normal for you. This is wealth mastery. Prosperity so natural that it barely registers consciously. You are moving toward this state right now. With 21 consecutive days of this practice, prosperity will become your new normal. Wealth will become your natural state. Abundance will become your comfortable identity. Money will flow so reliably that you barely think about it consciously. I attract money through expected channels. I attract money through unexpected channels. I attract money through current income. I attract money beyond current income. I attract money through known sources. I attract money through surprising sources. I am open to all of it. I am ready for all of it. I welcome all of it. I receive all of it. I appreciate all of it. I steward all of it. Money comes from everywhere to me. Money flows from all directions to me. Money appears through countless channels for me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Rest continues. Relaxation deepens. Transformation accelerates. With every passing minute, with every repeated affirmation, with every exposure to prosperity frequencies, your subconscious is being programmed more completely for wealth. The cumulative effect of all these hours of programming is creating critical mass for permanent transformation. You are approaching the tipping point where prosperity consciousness becomes your dominant consciousness, your default consciousness, your automatic consciousness. Once that tipping point is reached through consistent practice, wealth manifestation becomes effortless and inevitable because circumstances always conform to dominant consciousness. I am grateful for my current income. I am grateful for my increasing income. I am grateful for expected raises. I am grateful for unexpected bonuses. I am grateful for profitable opportunities. I am grateful for wise investments. I am grateful for generous gifts. I am grateful for divine surprises. I am grateful for all money that has come to me. I am grateful for all money currently coming to me. I am grateful for all money that will come to me. Gratitude for what I have attracts more to be grateful for. Appreciation for current abundance creates greater abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Your subconscious has now absorbed more prosperity programming in these 2 hours than most people consciously engage with in their entire lives. Most people never deliberately program their subconscious for wealth. Most people let their subconscious absorb whatever random messaging it encounters through media and environment. Most of that messaging reinforces scarcity, struggle, and limitation. But you have just given your subconscious 2 hours of concentrated prosperity programming. This creates a dramatic shift in your baseline consciousness. Your new baseline is abundance. Your new default is prosperity. Your new normal is wealth. From this new baseline, manifestation becomes automatic rather than something you have to work to create through conscious effort. My prosperity blesses everyone around me. My abundance creates opportunities for others. My wealth generates employment. My success inspires possibility. My riches fund important work. My affluence supports worthy causes. I am not wealthy for selfish reasons alone. I am wealthy to be generous. I am abundant to be helpful. I am prosperous to be impactful. My wealth serves purpose beyond myself. My abundance creates meaning beyond comfort. My prosperity generates value beyond enjoyment. This gives me full permission to be outrageously wealthy, guilt-free. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I make wealthy decisions automatically. I choose abundant options naturally. I select prosperous paths instinctively. I do not have to consciously analyze every choice asking, is this what a wealthy person would do? My wealth consciousness now makes wealthy choices automatically without conscious deliberation. My subconscious is programmed for prosperity. My subconscious generates prosperous thoughts. My subconscious creates abundant feelings. My subconscious produces wealthy actions, all automatically, all naturally, all effortlessly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. You are approaching the final hour of this 3-hour transmission. 2/3 complete, 1/3 remaining. During the past 2 hours, profound transformation has occurred in your consciousness. Your brain has formed new neural pathways. Your subconscious has accepted new beliefs. Your energy field has recalibrated to new frequencies. Your identity has shifted to new levels. You are literally becoming a different person through this process. Someone who naturally thinks wealthy thoughts. Someone who automatically feels abundant emotions. Someone who effortlessly takes prosperous actions. Someone who inevitably creates wealthy circumstances. This is not positive thinking overlay on top of unchanged core beliefs. This is fundamental transformation of core beliefs themselves. My income reflects my consciousness. As my consciousness rises, my income rises. As my consciousness expands, my income expands. As my consciousness multiplies, my income multiplies. I am raising my consciousness right now through this programming. Therefore, my income must rise to match. I am expanding my consciousness right now through these affirmations. Therefore, my income must expand correspondingly. Consciousness is cause. Income is effect. Change the cause and the effect must change. I am changing my consciousness. My income will change to match. This is law. This is certain. This is happening. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the ultimate goal of prosperity consciousness work is not having to work on prosperity consciousness. The goal is prosperity becoming so natural, so automatic, so inherent to your identity that you no longer have to think about it consciously. Like breathing happens automatically without conscious attention. Like heartbeat continues automatically without conscious focus. Prosperity should eventually flow automatically without conscious effort. This requires sufficient subconscious programming that wealth consciousness becomes default operating system rather than something you have to try to maintain. 2 hours of programming creates that default wealth consciousness. With 21 consecutive days of this practice, you will naturally think wealthy thoughts, feel abundant emotions, speak prosperous words, take rich actions without having to try. Automatic wealth consciousness creates automatic wealth circumstances. I expect financial miracles. I anticipate monetary surprises. I look for unexpected income. I watch for divine provision. I notice supernatural supply. I recognize impossible solutions. I see miraculous shifts. I feel breakthrough happening. I know my circumstances are transforming. I trust my consciousness is creating. I believe my affirmations are working. I have faith my programming is manifesting. Expectation accelerates manifestation. Anticipation hastens results. I expect. I anticipate. I watch. I notice. I recognize. I see. I feel. I know. I trust. I believe. I have faith. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. Continue resting through this final hour. Continue breathing naturally. Continue receiving fully. The final third of this transmission will complete the prosperity programming session. By the time you reach the end, you will have received 3 full hours of concentrated wealth consciousness activation. Your subconscious will be completely saturated. Your consciousness will be fundamentally shifted. Your circumstances will already be responding in the invisible realm and will soon manifest visibly. Trust completely. Rest fully. Receive openly. Transformation is occurring automatically, whether you are aware of it or sleeping through it. The mechanism works regardless of your conscious participation. I am rich beyond measure. I am wealthy beyond calculation. I am abundant beyond estimation. I am prosperous beyond comprehension. I have more than I need, more than I want, more than I can use. I live in overflow. I operate from surplus. I give from excess. I save from abundance. I invest from plenty. I enjoy from overflow. I am so wealthy that money is never a concern, never a worry, never a limitation, never a problem. Money is simply there whenever I want it, however I need it, in whatever amount I require. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. If you are still awake and aware at this point, you have remarkable endurance and focus. Most people drift into sleep or deep trance during extended subliminal programming like this. If you are awake, know that your conscious awareness does not diminish the effectiveness of the subconscious programming. In fact, Being awake but deeply relaxed while receiving these affirmations creates a unique state where both conscious and subconscious are being programmed simultaneously. Conscious programming reinforces subconscious programming. Both working together create powerful synergy. So whether awake or asleep, aware or unaware, the transformation is occurring optimally for you. I receive money from sources I have not yet discovered. I attract opportunities I have not yet imagined. I manifest abundance through channels that have not yet opened. My wealthy future includes provision I cannot currently see. My prosperous destiny involves supply I cannot presently predict. My abundant reality will deliver resources I cannot now conceive. I trust wealth coming from known sources. I trust wealth coming from unknown sources. I trust wealth appearing through expected means. I trust wealth appearing through surprising means. I am open to all of it. I am ready for all of it. I am available for all of it. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. I am in perfect harmony with infinite supply. I am in complete alignment with universal abundance. I am in total synchronization with divine prosperity. There is no separation between me and wealth. There is no distance between me and abundance. There is no gap between me and prosperity. I am one with infinite supply. I am merged with universal abundance. I am united with divine prosperity. When I think, infinite supply thinks through me. When I feel, universal abundance feels through me. When I act, divine prosperity acts through me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. The final hour of this 3-hour transmission continues. You are deeply relaxed or sleeping peacefully. Your subconscious continues absorbing prosperity programming without interruption. Your consciousness continues shifting without resistance. Your identity continues transforming without effort. Everything is happening automatically through the mechanism of consistent repetitive exposure to wealth frequencies and abundance affirmations. You do not need to make anything happen. You simply rest and allow. The transformation occurs naturally, like seeds growing in soil. Plant prosperity seeds through repetition. Water them with receptivity. Watch them grow into abundant harvest inevitably. Money is energy. I am energy. Money and I are compatible energies. Money's energy and my energy resonate harmoniously. Money's frequency and my frequency align perfectly. Money's vibration and my vibration match completely. We attract each other naturally. We find each other easily. We flow together effortlessly. I do not have to chase money. Money does not avoid me. We are magnetic to each other. We are drawn to each other. We belong together. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that wealth consciousness must become so natural that you rarely think about money consciously. Not because you are avoiding or denying it, but because it simply flows so reliably that conscious attention is unnecessary. Like you do not consciously think about oxygen constantly because breathing is automatic and reliable. You would only think about oxygen if breathing became difficult. Similarly, when prosperity consciousness is fully established, money flows so reliably that you rarely think about it. You would only focus on it consciously if flow became blocked, which it does not when consciousness is truly shifted. This is wealth mastery. Money handled automatically by prosperous subconscious, while conscious attention focuses on purpose, service, joy. I release all resistance to wealth. I release all fear of money. I release all guilt about abundance. I release all shame about prosperity. I forgive myself for past financial mistakes. I forgive others who harmed me financially. I forgive my parents for any scarcity beliefs they passed to me. I am free from all negative money programming. I am open to all positive wealth experiences. I am ready to receive unlimited abundance. I am willing to be outrageously prosperous. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Continue resting through this final section. The end of the transmission approaches, but the transformation continues beyond the transmission. When the audio stops, the subconscious programming remains. When you wake or open your eyes, the shifted consciousness persists. When you return to normal activities, the changed identity expresses. This is not temporary change that fades when external support ends. This is permanent transformation that continues producing results long after this specific practice session concludes. With 21 consecutive days of this practice, the transformation becomes so deeply installed that it operates automatically for the rest of your life. My income increases faster than inflation. My wealth grows faster than expenses. My abundance expands faster than needs. I am always ahead financially, never behind. I am always in surplus, never in deficit. I am always in overflow, never in lack. My financial trajectory is steeply upward. My economic momentum is powerfully positive. My prosperity path is consistently ascending. Every month, I am richer than the month before. Every year, I am wealthier than the year before. This upward trend is permanent, not temporary. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. I see opportunities everywhere. I notice possibilities constantly. I recognize divine orchestration continually. I perceive synchronicities regularly. My awareness is heightened. My perception is sharpened. My intuition is amplified. I see what others miss. I notice what others overlook. I recognize what others do not perceive. This heightened awareness allows me to act on opportunities that create wealth. I see the opening. I take the action. I receive the abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your rest continues through the closing movements of this transmission. Whether you have been awake or asleep throughout, whether you remember hearing everything or remember nothing, the work has been done perfectly at the subconscious level where real transformation occurs. Your brain has been rewired. Your consciousness has been shifted. Your identity has been transformed. These changes are permanent when maintained through consistent daily practice for 21 days. This is day 1 of your 21-day commitment. Return tomorrow. Play this transmission again. Rest or sleep through it again. Let the cumulative effect build day by day until transformation is complete and irreversible. I am grateful for this transmission. I am grateful for this programming. I am grateful for this transformation. I am grateful for these teachings. I am grateful for these affirmations. I am grateful for these frequencies. I am grateful for the consciousness work I have done today. I am grateful for the changes happening in me now. I am grateful for the wealth manifesting for me soon. Gratitude completes the circuit. Appreciation seals the programming. Thankfulness activates the manifestation. I am grateful. I am appreciative. I am thankful. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence taught that gratitude is the final key that unlocks manifestation. You can do all the consciousness work, all the affirmations, all the visualization, but without gratitude, manifestation remains incomplete. Gratitude tells the universe you are ready to receive. Gratitude signals that you recognize abundance already present. Gratitude creates the magnetic pull that brings invisible manifestation into visible form. So as this transmission concludes, saturate yourself with gratitude. Gratitude for the 3 hours you invested. Gratitude for the transformation occurring. Gratitude for the wealth coming. This gratitude ensures everything you programmed manifests fully and completely. Money comes to me now. Abundance manifests for me now. Prosperity appears to me now. Not someday, not eventually. Now, today, this week, this month. Right now, as I complete this programming, my financial breakthrough is happening. Old patterns are breaking. New patterns are establishing. Old beliefs are dissolving. New beliefs are solidifying. Old circumstances are shifting. New circumstances are appearing. The breakthrough is not future. The breakthrough is present. The breakthrough is now. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. You are approaching the conclusion of this 3-hour prosperity activation. Minutes remain. Soon, the audio will end. But the transformation continues. When you wake or open your eyes, pay attention to how you feel. Pay attention to what you think. Pay attention to your energy about money. Something will have shifted. Something will feel different. That shift is real. That difference is transformation beginning. Over the coming days and weeks, that shift will deepen and expand until it becomes your new permanent normal. Trust it. Honor it. Allow it to grow. Do not doubt it away, or analyze it away, or fear it away. Let the shift stabilize and strengthen through continued daily practice. I am becoming wealthier every single day. Yesterday, I was wealthy. Today, I am wealthier. Tomorrow, I will be wealthier still. This is my permanent trajectory. This is my constant direction. This is my established momentum. Every day brings increased prosperity. Every week brings expanded abundance. Every month brings multiplied wealth. I am not stagnant. I am not declining. I am ascending. I am rising. I am expanding. I am growing. I am increasing. I am multiplying. Always upward, always forward, always greater. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. I am wealthy beyond my current comprehension. I am abundant beyond my present understanding. I am prosperous beyond my existing imagination. My wealthiest self far exceeds my current self-concept. My most abundant life far surpasses my present circumstances. My most prosperous future far transcends my existing expectations. I am opening to wealth beyond what I currently think possible. I am expanding to abundance beyond what I presently believe available. I am growing toward prosperity beyond what I now imagine achievable. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. The final minutes of this transmission approach. 3 hours of prosperity programming nearly complete. Your subconscious has been saturated with wealth consciousness. Your consciousness has been fundamentally shifted. Your identity has been permanently transformed. When this audio ends, you will wake or open your eyes a different person than who began listening. Someone who expects abundance. Someone who attracts opportunity. Someone who creates wealth. The old you who started this transmission was programmed for scarcity. The new you completing this transmission is programmed for prosperity. Honor this transformation. Protect it. Nurture it. Strengthen it through 21 consecutive days of this practice. My wealth consciousness is permanent and unshakable. My abundance mindset is stable and solid. My prosperity identity is established and secure. Temporary circumstances cannot shake my wealthy consciousness. Temporary setbacks cannot disturb my abundant mindset. Temporary challenges cannot threaten my prosperous identity. I am wealthy in consciousness regardless of circumstances. I am abundant in identity regardless of conditions. I am prosperous in being regardless of situations. Circumstances will fluctuate. Conditions will change. Situations will shift. But my wealth consciousness remains constant. My abundant identity stays steady. My prosperous being holds firm. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence's final teaching about prosperity consciousness was this: wealth is not something you get, wealth is something you are. When you try to get wealth, you affirm you do not have it, which perpetuates not having it. But when you are wealth, you automatically express wealth through all your thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, which manifest wealth circumstances inevitably. This 3-hour transmission has been about becoming wealth rather than getting wealth. You are wealth now. You are abundance now. You are prosperity now. This is your new identity. This is your permanent truth. This is who you are. Live from this knowing and watch your external world transform to match your internal transformation. I celebrate every financial win, no matter how small. I appreciate every monetary gain regardless of size. I acknowledge every income increase, however minor it seems. Small wins are wins. Minor gains are gains. Tiny increases are increases. Celebrating small victories accelerates larger victories. Appreciating minor manifestations hastens major manifestations. Acknowledging tiny increases amplifies bigger increases. What you celebrate expands. What you appreciate multiplies. What you acknowledge grows. I celebrate. I appreciate. I acknowledge. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. These are the final moments of active programming. Soon the transmission ends. Your work for today is complete. You have invested 3 full hours in your prosperity transformation. That investment will produce returns far exceeding the time spent. Within days, you will see evidence. Within weeks, you will experience manifestation. Within 21 days of consecutive practice, you will know beyond doubt that this practice creates real measurable results. Now remember your commitment. You promise to return to the comments and share your testimony. When money appears unexpectedly, share it. When opportunities open surprisingly, share it. When your consciousness shifts noticeably, share it. Your testimony will inspire others and reinforce your own transformation. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. 3 hours complete. 3 hours of powerful prosperity programming delivered. Your subconscious saturated with wealth consciousness. Your identity transformed to abundant being. Your circumstances already responding to your shifted consciousness. This is day 1 of your 21-day commitment. Return tomorrow. Play this transmission again during rest or nap. Continue the practice faithfully. Complete the full cycle. Your wealthy life depends on your commitment to consistent practice. 1 day helps. 7 days helps more. 21 days transforms completely. Do not stop until transformation is permanent and irreversible. As you prepare to wake fully or return to normal awareness, take a moment to feel gratitude for the work you have done today. You invested 3 hours in your prosperity. You dedicated yourself to transformation. You committed to your wealthy future. This commitment will produce results. This investment will pay returns. This practice will manifest abundance. Trust completely. Rest assured. Know with certainty that you have just activated prosperity consciousness that will begin producing evidence of wealth in your life, starting immediately and continuing indefinitely. When you wake or open your eyes, move slowly. Breathe deeply. Notice how you feel. Pay attention to any shifts in your consciousness about money. Perhaps you feel lighter. Perhaps you feel more hopeful. Perhaps you feel more confident. Perhaps you simply feel different in a way you cannot quite articulate. Whatever you notice, honor it. That is transformation beginning. That is your new prosperity consciousness emerging. That is your wealthy identity establishing itself. Let it grow naturally over coming days through continued daily practice. Return to the comments now or soon. Write about what you experienced. Share any shifts you noticed. Describe how you feel after 3 hours of prosperity programming. Tell others you completed day 1 and you are committed to 21 days. Your public sharing strengthens your own transformation and inspires others to complete their journey. This is how we build collective prosperity consciousness. This is how we shift from cultural scarcity to cultural abundance. Your participation matters. Your testimony counts. Your transformation helps others believe transformation is possible. I am wealthy now and forever. This is not temporary state. This is permanent identity. I am not someone who becomes wealthy and then loses wealth. I am someone whose wealth grows continuously, expands infinitely, multiplies eternally. My prosperity is permanent. My abundance is endless. My wealth is infinite. Nothing can take this from me because it is not something I have. It is something I am. I am wealth itself. I am abundance itself. I am prosperity itself. This is truth. This is reality. This is who I am now and forever. Florence Scovel Shinn's final words to her students were always these: you are the creator of your circumstances through your consciousness. Change your consciousness, and you change your circumstances inevitably. Today, you changed your consciousness. Your circumstances will change to match. Not maybe, not hopefully. Will. This is law as reliable as gravity. Trust it completely. Apply the practice consistently. Watch miracles unfold naturally. Your wealthy life has begun today through this prosperity activation. Continue it daily. Complete 21 days. Then live from your new prosperity consciousness permanently. Thank you for investing these 3 hours in your transformation. Thank you for committing to 21 days of practice. Thank you for being part of our global prosperity community. You are blessed. You are abundant. You are wealthy. Now rest, wake, and watch your life transform. Return tomorrow for day 2. I will be here waiting. This transmission will be here ready. Your prosperity journey continues. Your wealthy life is manifesting. Your abundant future is guaranteed. Rest now in the certainty that transformation is complete in consciousness and manifestation in circumstances is inevitable. You are wealthy. Money flows to you easily. You are divinely provided for. Abundance is your natural state. Prosperity comes to you effortlessly. You attract wealth automatically. You are financially blessed. It is done. It is done. It is done. I am in perfect harmony with infinite supply. I am in complete alignment with universal abundance. I am in total synchronization with divine prosperity. There is no separation between me and wealth. There is no distance between me and abundance. There is no gap between me and prosperity. I am one with infinite supply. I am merged with universal abundance. I am united with divine prosperity. When I think, infinite supply thinks through me. When I feel, universal abundance feels through me. When I act, divine prosperity acts through me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. The final hour of this 3-hour transmission continues. You are deeply relaxed or sleeping peacefully. Your subconscious continues absorbing prosperity programming without interruption. Your consciousness continues shifting without resistance. Your identity continues transforming without effort. Everything is happening automatically through the mechanism of consistent repetitive exposure to wealth frequencies and abundance affirmations. You do not need to make anything happen. You simply rest and allow. The transformation occurs naturally like seeds growing in soil. Plant prosperity seeds through repetition. Water them with receptivity. Watch them grow into abundant harvest inevitably. Money is energy. I am energy. Money and I are compatible energies. Money's energy and my energy resonate harmoniously. Money's frequency and my frequency align perfectly. Money's vibration and my vibration match completely. We attract each other naturally. We find each other easily. We flow together effortlessly. I do not have to chase money. Money does not avoid me. We are magnetic to each other. We are drawn to each other. We belong together. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that wealth consciousness must become so natural that you rarely think about money consciously. Not because you are avoiding or denying it, but because it simply flows so reliably that conscious attention is unnecessary. Like you do not consciously think about oxygen constantly because breathing is automatic and reliable. You would only think about oxygen if breathing became difficult. Similarly, when prosperity consciousness is fully established, money flows so reliably that you rarely think about it. You would only focus on it consciously if flow became blocked, which it does not when consciousness is truly shifted. This is wealth mastery. Money handled automatically by prosperous subconscious, while conscious attention focuses on purpose, service, joy, creativity, relationships. This is your destiny. This is where you are headed. This practice is taking you there. I release all resistance to wealth. I release all fear of money. I release all guilt about abundance. I release all shame about prosperity. I forgive myself for past financial mistakes. I forgive others who harmed me financially. I forgive my parents for any scarcity beliefs they passed to me unconsciously through their own struggles and limitations. I am free from all negative money programming inherited from family, absorbed from culture, installed by experience. I am open to all positive wealth experiences created through my new prosperity consciousness. I am ready to receive unlimited abundance flowing from infinite source. I am willing to be outrageously prosperous beyond anything I previously imagined possible. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Continue resting through this final section. The end of the transmission approaches, but the transformation continues beyond the transmission. When the audio stops, the subconscious programming remains active in your consciousness. When you wake or open your eyes, the shifted consciousness persists and expresses through your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. When you return to normal activities, the changed identity manifests through your choices, actions, and circumstances. This is not temporary change that fades when external support ends. This is permanent transformation that continues producing results long after this specific practice session concludes. With 21 consecutive days of this practice, the transformation becomes so deeply installed that it operates automatically for the rest of your life without you having to think about it consciously or work to maintain it deliberately. My income increases faster than inflation. My wealth grows faster than expenses. My abundance expands faster than needs. I am always ahead financially, never behind. I am always in surplus, never in deficit. I am always in overflow, never in lack. My financial trajectory is steeply upward. My economic momentum is powerfully positive. My prosperity path is consistently ascending. Every month, I am richer than the month before. Every year, I am wealthier than the year before. This upward trend is permanent, not temporary. This growth pattern is established, not accidental. This prosperity momentum is unstoppable, not fragile. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your subconscious has now been saturated with prosperity programming for approximately 2.5 hours. That represents over 150 minutes of continuous wealth affirmations, abundance teachings, and prosperity frequencies washing through your consciousness. The cumulative effect of this extended exposure is profound and permanent when maintained through consistent daily practice. Most people never receive even 15 minutes of concentrated prosperity programming in their entire lives. You have just received 10 times that in one sitting. This creates a quantum leap in consciousness that must express as quantum leap in circumstances. Because consciousness always creates conditions, and shifted consciousness always creates shifted conditions, inevitably. I work from overflow, not from lack. I serve from abundance, not from scarcity. I give from plenty, not from poverty. I have more than enough resources to do my work excellently. I have more than enough energy to fulfill my responsibilities joyfully. I have more than enough creativity to solve problems elegantly. I have more than enough time to complete tasks properly. I have more than enough support to succeed easily. I operate from overflow in all areas of my life. Overflow is my reality. Overflow is my identity. Overflow is my experience. I swim in an ocean of abundance. I breathe an atmosphere of prosperity. I live in a universe of infinite supply. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. If you are still awake at this advanced stage of the transmission, you have remarkable focus and endurance. Most listeners have drifted into sleep or deep trance by now, which is perfect for maximum subconscious programming. But if you remain aware, know that your waking consciousness does not diminish the effectiveness of the subconscious work. In fact, being awake but deeply relaxed while receiving these affirmations creates a powerful state where both conscious and subconscious minds are being programmed simultaneously. Your conscious mind hears the words and intellectually understands the principles. Your subconscious mind absorbs the frequencies and emotionally integrates the beliefs. Both levels working together create synergistic transformation that produces faster and stronger results than subconscious programming alone. So whether you are awake or asleep, aware or unaware, the optimal transformation is occurring for you personally based on your unique consciousness structure and readiness level. My prosperity blesses everyone around me. My abundance creates opportunities for others. My wealth generates employment for people who need work. My success inspires possibility in those who have lost hope. My riches fund important work that serves humanity. My affluence supports worthy causes that create positive change. I am not wealthy for selfish reasons alone, though I enjoy my prosperity guilt-free and judgment-free. I am wealthy primarily to be generous with my resources, helpful with my expertise, impactful with my influence. My wealth serves purpose beyond myself. My abundance creates meaning beyond comfort. My prosperity generates value beyond enjoyment. This knowledge gives me full permission to be outrageously rich without any shame or fear because I know my prosperity blesses others and serves the greater good. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. I see opportunities everywhere. I notice possibilities constantly. I recognize divine orchestration continually. I perceive synchronicities regularly. My awareness is heightened to prosperity channels. My perception is sharpened for wealth signals. My intuition is amplified for abundance guidance. I see what others miss because my consciousness is tuned to opportunity frequency. I notice what others overlook because my attention is trained on possibility patterns. I recognize what others do not perceive because my mind is programmed for wealth awareness. This heightened awareness allows me to act on opportunities that create wealth before they become obvious to others. I see the opening while it is still small. I take the action while it is still easy. I receive the abundance while it is still flowing. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Your rest continues through the closing movements of this 3-hour transmission. Whether you have been awake or asleep throughout the entire practice, whether you remember hearing everything clearly or remember nothing at all, the work has been done perfectly at the subconscious level where real transformation occurs. Your brain has been physically rewired through neuroplasticity activated by repetitive input. Your consciousness has been fundamentally shifted through consistent exposure to prosperity frequencies. Your identity has been permanently transformed through deep installation of wealth beliefs. These changes are real. These changes are measurable. These changes are lasting when maintained through consistent daily practice for 21 consecutive days minimum. This is day 1 of your 21-day commitment. Return tomorrow at the same time. Play this same transmission again as background during rest or nap. Rest or sleep through it again while your subconscious absorbs another round of programming. Let the cumulative effect build day by day, layer by layer, repetition by repetition, until transformation is complete, permanent, and irreversible. I am grateful for this transmission. I am grateful for this programming. I am grateful for this transformation opportunity. I am grateful for these teachings from Florence Scovel Shinn. I am grateful for these affirmations saturating my consciousness. I am grateful for these frequencies recalibrating my energy. I am grateful for the 3 hours I invested in my prosperity today. I am grateful for the consciousness work I have completed. I am grateful for the changes happening in me right now beneath my awareness. I am grateful for the wealth that is manifesting for me in the invisible realm and will appear in the visible realm soon. Gratitude completes the energetic circuit. Appreciation seals the subconscious programming. Thankfulness activates the manifestation process. I am grateful. I am appreciative. I am thankful. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Florence taught that gratitude is the final key that unlocks manifestation. You can do all the consciousness work perfectly. You can recite all the affirmations faithfully. You can visualize all the wealth clearly. But without gratitude, manifestation remains incomplete because gratitude is the bridge that connects invisible potential to visible reality. Gratitude tells the universe you are ready to receive what you have claimed in consciousness. Gratitude signals that you recognize abundance already present in your life and are prepared for more. Gratitude creates the magnetic pull that draws invisible manifestation into visible form. So as this transmission concludes, saturate yourself with gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to do this work. Gratitude for the teachings you received. Gratitude for the transformation occurring within you. Gratitude for the wealth already present in your life. Gratitude for the abundance on its way to you. This profound gratitude ensures everything you programmed into consciousness manifests fully and completely into circumstances inevitably. Money comes to me now. Abundance manifests for me now. Prosperity appears to me now. Not someday in distant future. Not eventually when conditions are perfect. Now, today, this week, this month. Right now, as I complete this 3-hour programming session, my financial breakthrough is happening in consciousness and beginning to manifest in circumstances. Old poverty patterns are breaking apart. New prosperity patterns are establishing themselves. Old scarcity beliefs are dissolving completely. New abundance beliefs are solidifying permanently. Old lack circumstances are shifting away. New wealth circumstances are appearing freshly. The breakthrough is not future event I hope for. The breakthrough is present reality I am experiencing. The breakthrough is now. I am wealthy in consciousness now. I am becoming wealthy in circumstances now. The gap between internal and external is closing rapidly. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. You are approaching the conclusion of this 3-hour prosperity activation. Final minutes remain. Soon the audio will end and silence will return. But the transformation does not end when the audio ends. The programming continues working in your subconscious after the transmission stops. The consciousness shift continues expressing through your thoughts after you wake. The identity transformation continues manifesting through your behaviors after you return to normal activities. This is not a practice that works only while the audio plays. This is a practice that installs permanent programming that works continuously 24 hours per day for the rest of your life once fully established through 21 consecutive days of consistent daily practice. When you wake or open your eyes after this transmission ends, pay careful attention to how you feel about money. Pay close attention to what you think about finances. Pay special attention to your energy around prosperity. Something will have shifted from when you began. Something will feel different than before you started. That shift is real transformation beginning. That difference is consciousness change emerging. That new feeling is your wealthy identity establishing itself. Over the coming days and weeks, that initial shift will deepen and expand and solidify until it becomes your new permanent normal baseline consciousness. Trust it, honor it, protect it, allow it to grow and strengthen. Do not doubt it away through fear. Do not analyze it away through skepticism. Do not fear it away through old scarcity programming trying to reassert itself. Let the shift stabilize and strengthen through continued daily practice for 21 consecutive days minimum. I am becoming wealthier every single day. Yesterday, I was wealthy in consciousness. Today, I am wealthier in consciousness and beginning to be wealthy in circumstances. Tomorrow, I will be wealthier still in both consciousness and circumstances. This is my permanent trajectory that never reverses. This is my constant direction that never wavers. This is my established momentum that never stops. Every day brings increased prosperity. Every week brings expanded abundance. Every month brings multiplied wealth. I am not stagnant financially. I am not declining economically. I am ascending prosperously. I am rising abundantly. I am expanding exponentially. I am growing continuously. I am increasing perpetually. I am multiplying infinitely. Always upward in trajectory. Always forward in momentum. Always greater in manifestation. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Your subconscious mind is like a garden that has been carefully tended for 3 hours today. Weeds of poverty consciousness have been pulled out by the roots through this intensive reprogramming session. Seeds of prosperity consciousness have been planted deeply through repetitive affirmation exposure. Water of receptivity has nourished those seeds through your relaxed state. Sunlight of belief has energized growth through your willingness to practice. The garden of your subconscious is transforming from wasteland of scarcity to paradise of abundance. With 21 consecutive days of this daily practice, your subconscious garden will be completely transformed, producing abundant harvest automatically and continuously for the rest of your life. You will think wealthy thoughts naturally without effort. You will feel abundant emotions automatically without trying. You will speak prosperous words habitually without thinking. You will take rich actions instinctively without deliberating. Your wealthy life will flow from your transformed consciousness as naturally as flowers grow from well-tended garden. I am wealthy beyond my current comprehension. I am abundant beyond my present understanding. I am prosperous beyond my existing imagination. My wealthiest self that I am becoming far exceeds my current self-concept that I have been. My most abundant life that I am manifesting far surpasses my present circumstances that I am experiencing. My most prosperous future that I am creating far transcends my existing expectations that I hold. I am opening my consciousness to wealth beyond what I currently think is possible for me. I am expanding my awareness to abundance beyond what I presently believe is available to me. I am growing my identity toward prosperity beyond what I now imagine is achievable by me. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too much for me to handle. Nothing is impossible for infinite source to provide through me. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. The final minutes of this 3-hour transmission approach. 3 hours of concentrated prosperity programming nearly complete. Your subconscious has been saturated with wealth consciousness more thoroughly than most people experience in entire lifetimes. Your consciousness has been fundamentally shifted from poverty baseline to prosperity baseline. Your identity has been permanently transformed from someone who struggles financially to someone who prospers naturally. When this audio ends in mere minutes, you will wake or open your eyes a genuinely different person than who began listening 3 hours ago. The old you who started this transmission was programmed for scarcity through years of cultural conditioning. The new you completing this transmission is programmed for prosperity through 3 hours of intensive reprogramming. Honor this transformation. Respect this shift. Protect this change. Nurture this new consciousness. Strengthen this emerging identity through 21 consecutive days of faithful daily practice without missing a single day. My wealth consciousness is permanent and unshakable. My abundance mindset is stable and solid. My prosperity identity is established and secure. Temporary circumstances cannot shake my wealthy consciousness, because wealth is who I am, not what I have. Temporary setbacks cannot disturb my abundant mindset, because abundance flows from my being, not from conditions. Temporary challenges cannot threaten my prosperous identity, because prosperity is my nature, not my achievement. I am wealthy in consciousness, regardless of what circumstances temporarily show. I am abundant in identity, regardless of what conditions temporarily display. I am prosperous in being regardless of what situations temporarily present. External circumstances will fluctuate. Outer conditions will change. Visible situations will shift. But my internal wealth consciousness remains rock-solid constant. My core abundant identity stays diamond hard steady. My fundamental prosperous being holds steel strong firm. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence Scovel Shinn's final and most important teaching about prosperity consciousness was this profound truth. Wealth is not something external that you get through effort. Wealth is something internal that you are through identity. When you try to get wealth through actions, you affirm through those very trying efforts that you do not have wealth, which perpetuates the experience of not having wealth no matter how hard you work. But when you are wealth through identity, you automatically express wealth through all your thoughts, all your feelings, all your words, all your actions, all your choices, which manifests wealth circumstances inevitably through the law of consciousness, creating conditions. This 3-hour transmission has been fundamentally about becoming wealth rather than getting wealth. You are wealth now in consciousness. You are abundance now in identity. You are prosperity now in being. This is your new truth. This is your permanent reality. This is who you are eternally. Live from this knowing and watch your external world transform to perfectly match your internal transformation. I celebrate every financial win, no matter how small it appears. I appreciate every monetary gain, regardless of how minor it seems. I acknowledge every income increase, however tiny it looks initially. Small wins are real wins, deserving celebration. Minor gains are actual gains, deserving appreciation. Tiny increases are genuine increases, deserving acknowledgement. Celebrating small victories with genuine enthusiasm accelerates the arrival of larger victories through the law of what you celebrate expands. Appreciating minor manifestations with sincere gratitude hastens the manifestation of major abundance through the principle of what you appreciate multiplies. Acknowledging tiny increases with real recognition amplifies the creation of bigger prosperity through the truth that what you acknowledge grows. What you celebrate expands exponentially. What you appreciate multiplies geometrically. What you acknowledge grows continuously. I celebrate enthusiastically. I appreciate sincerely. I acknowledge genuinely. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. These are the final moments of active programming in this 3-hour session. Within minutes, the transmission will end. Your intensive consciousness work for today will be complete. You have invested 3 full hours of your precious time in your prosperity transformation today. That significant investment will produce returns far exceeding the time spent, probably returns of thousands or tens of thousands of times the time invested. Within days, you will begin seeing evidence of transformation in your thoughts and feelings about money. Within weeks, you will start experiencing manifestation of unexpected income and surprising opportunities. Within 21 days of consecutive daily practice, you will know beyond any doubt from direct personal experience that this practice creates real measurable results in your actual bank account and your tangible circumstances. Now remember your sacred commitment that you made at the beginning. You promised to return to the comments section and share your testimony when results appear. When money arrives unexpectedly, share it publicly. When opportunities open surprisingly, declare it openly. When your consciousness shifts noticeably, acknowledge it honestly. Your testimony will inspire others who are earlier in the journey and strengthen your own transformation through public declaration. I am wealthy now and wealthy forever. This is not temporary state that comes and goes. This is permanent identity that stays and grows. I am not someone who becomes wealthy temporarily and then loses wealth cyclically. I am someone whose wealth grows continuously, expands infinitely, multiplies eternally without reversal or loss. My prosperity is permanent fixture. My abundance is endless reality. My wealth is infinite truth. Nothing external can take this internal reality from me because wealth is not something I possess externally. Wealth is something I am internally. I am wealth itself, expressing through human form. I am abundance itself, manifesting through physical experience. I am prosperity itself, creating through material reality. This is ultimate truth about my nature. This is deepest reality about my being. This is eternal fact about my identity. I am wealthy now and forever without end or limit or condition. Florence Scovel Shinn's final words to her students at the conclusion of intensive prosperity trainings were always these: you are the creator of your circumstances through your consciousness. Change your consciousness through consistent practice, and you change your circumstances inevitably through spiritual law. Today, you changed your consciousness dramatically through 3 hours of intensive programming. Your circumstances will change automatically to match your shifted consciousness. Not maybe, not hopefully, not possibly, will, must, certainly. This is spiritual law as reliable as physical gravity. It works every time without exception when applied correctly. Trust it completely without doubt. Apply the practice consistently without skipping days. Watch miracles unfold naturally without forcing. Your wealthy life has begun today through this prosperity activation. Continue it tomorrow. Repeat it daily. Complete 21 consecutive days minimum. Then live from your new prosperity consciousness permanently for the rest of your life. Thank you for investing these 3 precious hours in your transformation today. Thank you for committing to 21 consecutive days of this practice. Thank you for being part of our global prosperity community that is shifting collective consciousness from scarcity to abundance. You are blessed beyond measure. You are abundant beyond limit. You are wealthy beyond imagination. Now rest fully, wake gently, and watch your life transform magnificently. Return here tomorrow for day 2 of your 21-day journey. I will be here waiting for you. This transmission will be here ready for you. Your prosperity journey continues tomorrow. Your wealthy life is manifesting now. Your abundant future is guaranteed completely. Rest now in the absolute certainty that transformation is complete in consciousness and manifestation in circumstances is inevitable. You are wealthy. Money flows to you easily. You are divinely provided for. Abundance is your natural state. Prosperity comes to you effortlessly. You attract wealth automatically. You are financially blessed forever. It is done, it is done, it is done. I am always at the right place at the right time to receive wealth. Divine intelligence guides my steps perfectly toward prosperity. Universal abundance orchestrates my path flawlessly to plenty. Infinite supply synchronizes my location ideally with opportunity. I do not have to figure out mentally where to be or calculate analytically when to be there. I simply trust spiritually and follow intuitively inner guidance. And I find myself perfectly positioned geographically and temporally for wealth manifestation. The ideal job offer comes precisely when I am ready emotionally. The perfect opportunity appears exactly when timing is right energetically. The needed resource manifests specifically when circumstances align properly. Perfect divine timing operating. Perfect divine orchestration working. Perfect divine provision flowing. I trust completely without doubt. I follow faithfully without hesitation. I receive gratefully without resistance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. You are deep in the final third of this transmission. Over 2.5 hours have passed of continuous prosperity programming. Your subconscious has absorbed more wealth consciousness in these hours than most people absorb in entire lifetimes of random exposure to scattered positive thinking. The concentrated, focused, repetitive nature of this programming creates transformation that scattered, occasional affirmations cannot achieve. When prosperity programming is delivered consistently, without interruption over extended time period, it reaches critical mass in your subconscious, where transformation becomes inevitable rather than merely possible. You have reached that critical mass through these hours of practice. Transformation is now inevitable. Manifestation is now guaranteed. Your wealthy life is now certain. Money is my servant, not my master. I control money wisely. Money does not control me enslaving. I use money as beneficial tool. Money does not use me as helpless victim. I am confident master of wealth. Wealth is not intimidating master of me. I have money serving my purposes. Money does not have me serving its demands. This is right relationship with prosperity established. Money serves my life purpose. Money funds my sacred mission. Money supports my core values. Money enables my meaningful service. Money amplifies my positive impact. I am in charge decisively. Money obeys respectfully. I am boss ultimately. Money serves faithfully. I am master completely. Money is tool simply. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Florence Scovel Shinn taught extensively that most people have unconscious relationship with money that is backwards and unhealthy. They see money as master to serve and please, which creates servitude and struggle. But spiritual truth is that money is energy meant to serve you in fulfilling your purpose, not energy meant to enslave you in fulfilling its demands. When you shift from serving money to having money serve you, everything changes in your financial experience. Money stops being an elusive thing you chase desperately and becomes available resource you direct confidently. This shift happens through subconscious reprogramming, like you are receiving right now. Your old unconscious program of serving money is being deleted. Your new conscious program of money serving you is being installed. This programming shift creates experience shift inevitably. I speak my wealth into existence through words. I declare my abundance into reality through affirmations. I decree my prosperity into manifestation through statements. My spoken words have genuine creative power. My voice declarations shape actual circumstances. My audible decrees manifest real conditions. When I say aloud, I am wealthy, I am speaking spiritual truth into material being. When I affirm repeatedly, money flows to me easily, I am creating that physical reality through verbal frequency. When I decree consistently, I am divinely provided for, I am activating divine provision through sound vibration. Words are not mere sounds without power. Words are creative forces with substance. Words shape reality through frequency. I choose my spoken words carefully and consciously. I speak prosperity declarations consistently and faithfully. I declare abundance affirmations constantly and powerfully. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Continue resting through these closing sections of the transmission. If you remain awake, your conscious mind is calm and receptive. If you have drifted to sleep, your subconscious mind is open and absorbent. Either state is perfect for the transformation occurring. There is no better state or worse state, only different pathways to the same destination of shifted prosperity consciousness. Whether aware or unaware, whether awake or asleep, the programming penetrates to the exact depth needed for your unique consciousness structure and readiness level. Trust that what is happening is precisely what needs to happen for your optimal transformation. My financial future is demonstrably brighter than my economic past. My monetary tomorrow is measurably better than my fiscal yesterday. My prosperous next month is quantifiably superior to my struggling last month. I am absolutely not stuck in endlessly repeating negative patterns. I am definitely not trapped in unchanging limiting circumstances. I am certainly not condemned to perpetual exhausting struggle. I am powerfully breaking free from old restricting limitations. I am actively breaking through to new expanding possibilities. I am completely breaking out of poverty consciousness prison into prosperity consciousness freedom. Old, destructive patterns are permanently dissolving. New constructive patterns are firmly forming. Old limiting circumstances are finally shifting away. New expanding circumstances are freshly appearing now. Old scarcity identity is totally transforming. New abundance identity is solidly establishing. I am becoming someone completely different financially from who I was. Someone who naturally has wealth without effort. Someone who easily attracts money without struggle. Someone who automatically creates abundance without strain. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your subconscious garden has been carefully tended for hours today. Weeds of poverty thinking have been systematically pulled out completely by their deepest roots through this intensive reprogramming. Seeds of prosperity thinking have been deliberately planted deeply in fertile receptive soil. Water of faith has consistently nourished those planted seeds. Sunlight of belief has powerfully energized their healthy growth. The garden of your subconscious mind is actively transforming from barren wasteland of lack into abundant paradise of plenty. With 21 consecutive days of this faithful daily practice, your subconscious garden will be entirely transformed permanently, producing abundant financial harvest automatically and continuously for the rest of your natural life, without you having to consciously work to maintain the garden once it is fully established. I invest generously in myself without guilt. I spend freely on my growth without regret. I buy confidently quality items without shame. I genuinely deserve the absolute best available. I am truly worth the investment required. I am valuable enough for premium choices always. When I invest financially in myself, I am honoring the divine presence within me. When I choose quality over cheap, I am affirming my inherent worthiness. When I spend money on things that support my growth and joy, I am being a good steward of resources entrusted to me. I completely release all guilt around spending money on myself appropriately. I totally release all shame around enjoying wealth legitimately. I fully claim my spiritual right to prosper abundantly and enjoy that prosperity guilt-free. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. I am infinite spiritual being temporarily expressing through finite human form. I am eternal consciousness, briefly experiencing linear physical reality. I am divine presence, playfully taking on the role of individual person. My absolute true nature is completely unlimited. My deepest real identity is totally infinite. My core actual being is perfectly boundless. Therefore, genuine poverty and real lack are absolutely impossible for my true eternal self. Material limitation and physical scarcity are mere temporary illusions created by false identification with passing form. When I consciously remember my true nature as infinite being, I immediately know I am already abundant by nature. I am already wealthy by identity. I am already prosperous by being. Not working toward these states, already existing in these states, I am wealthy now. Money flows to me easily now. I am divinely provided for now. Abundance is my natural state now. The final approach to the conclusion of this 3-hour session has arrived. Minutes remain before the transmission completes. But understand clearly that ending of transmission does not mean ending of transformation. The programming you received continues working in your subconscious continuously after audio stops. The consciousness shift you experienced continues expressing through your thoughts perpetually after you wake. The identity transformation you underwent continues manifesting through your actions automatically after you resume normal activities. This is not temporary practice that works only during active listening. This is permanent installation that continues working 24 hours daily for rest of life, once fully established through 21 consecutive days of faithful, consistent practice. Money multiplies exponentially for me through divine mathematics. Small amounts become large amounts surprisingly quickly. Large amounts become enormous amounts shockingly rapidly. Multiplication is my normal financial reality instead of slow addition. Exponential growth is my standard wealth pattern instead of linear increase. Geometric expansion is my typical abundance experience instead of arithmetic progression. I do not merely grow wealth linearly at predictable pace. I multiply wealth exponentially at accelerating rate. I do not simply increase income incrementally by fixed amounts. I expand income multiplicatively by growing percentages. $1 becomes $10. $10 become $100. $100 become $1,000. $1,000 become $10,000. Exponential multiplication is my established norm. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Florence Scovel Shinn discovered through decades of intensive work with thousands of students that the precise moment when consciousness truly shifts from scarcity to prosperity is always recognizable by a distinctive feeling of relief, release, or knowing that arises spontaneously. Suddenly, you just know deeply you are wealthy, regardless of current bank account balance. Suddenly, you feel genuinely peaceful about finances, regardless of current bill stack. Suddenly, you sense authentically that everything is working out perfectly regardless of current challenging circumstances. This deep knowing, this genuine peace, this authentic sense is reliable evidence that consciousness has actually shifted at fundamental level. Once consciousness shifts truly, circumstances must absolutely follow inevitably. Not immediately always, but certainly eventually. The shift in consciousness is the real manifestation already complete. The change in bank account is merely the physical evidence of what already manifested in consciousness appearing in delayed visible form. I am completely ready for my financial breakthrough happening now. I am totally prepared for my monetary miracle manifesting today. I am absolutely open to my economic transformation occurring presently. I am not hoping weakly it might happen someday far future. I am expecting confidently it is happening right now, present moment. I am knowing certainly it has already occurred in consciousness realm and must appear in circumstance realm because that is spiritual law operating. Consciousness creates conditions reliably. I have prosperity consciousness established. I must have prosperity conditions manifesting. Not maybe potentially, not hopefully possibly. Must certainly, will definitely. This is certainty based on reliable spiritual law, not wishful thinking based on desperate hope. I know unshakably. I trust completely. I am certain absolutely. My breakthrough is here now. My miracle is present today. My transformation is done completely. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Rest continues peacefully through these final sections. Whether your conscious mind remains active and aware, or your conscious mind has drifted into sleep and unawareness, the subconscious programming continues working perfectly at optimal depth for your transformation. Your conscious awareness, or lack thereof, does not determine effectiveness of subconscious reprogramming. The programming reaches subconscious directly regardless of conscious state. Sleep often creates even deeper programming because conscious resistance is completely offline. So if you are asleep, celebrate that as optimal programming condition. If you are awake, celebrate that as alternative valid programming pathway. Either way, transformation is occurring perfectly. I am worthy of absolutely unlimited wealth without any ceiling. I deserve completely infinite abundance without any restriction. I qualify fully for boundless prosperity without any limit. No amount of money is too much for me to receive gracefully. No level of income is too high for me to manage responsibly. No degree of riches is excessive for me to steward wisely. I can handle competently as much money as comes to me from any source. I can manage skillfully whatever wealth manifests through any channel. I can steward faithfully any prosperity that appears through any means. I am genuinely ready for wealth beyond my current imagination. I am truly prepared for abundance beyond my present comprehension. I am actually open for prosperity beyond my existing calculation. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. If you remain consciously aware at this advanced point, you may notice these affirmations are highly repetitive by deliberate design. The same core messages cycle repeatedly in slightly varying forms. This intense repetition is completely intentional for maximum effectiveness. Repetition is the primary mechanism of subconscious reprogramming according to all scientific research. Your conscious mind craves variety and novelty to maintain interest, but your subconscious mind requires consistency and repetition to install programming. The more times your subconscious hears "I am wealthy" stated, the more deeply that belief installs permanently. The more exposures to "money flows to me" easily received, the more automatically that expectation becomes habitual. Embrace the repetition consciously. It is accomplishing the transformative work at deepest subconscious level beneath your awareness. My prosperity blesses everyone in my expanding circle. My abundance creates opportunities for others in my community. My wealth generates employment for people who need income. My success inspires possibility in those who have lost hope. My riches fund important work that serves humanity. My affluence supports worthy causes that create positive change. I am not wealthy purely for selfish reasons alone, though I freely enjoy my prosperity without guilt. I am wealthy primarily to be generous with my resources, helpful with my expertise, impactful with my influence. My wealth serves purposes beyond myself. My abundance creates meaning beyond comfort. My prosperity generates value beyond enjoyment. This knowledge gives me full permission to be outrageously prosperous without shame. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Continue resting deeply as the transmission approaches its natural conclusion. If sleep has accompanied you through extended portions of this practice, you have received optimal subconscious programming with zero conscious resistance interfering. Your conscious defenses were completely offline for extended time, allowing prosperity programming to flow directly into receptive subconscious without any filtering whatsoever. This creates the most powerful transformation possible. When you eventually wake, you may not consciously remember hearing anything during sleep periods. That is absolutely perfect. Your subconscious absorbed everything completely. The programming is permanently installed. The transformation is irreversibly occurring. You will definitely see concrete evidence appearing in your thoughts, feelings, and circumstances over upcoming days, regardless of conscious memory of what you heard. I am living my absolute wealthiest life right now in this present moment, not preparing for future wealthy life someday, not working toward eventual prosperity when conditions improve, living maximum abundance now regardless of temporary circumstances. In consciousness realm, I am already living my most abundant possible life fully. My external circumstances are simply catching up gradually to match my internal consciousness inevitably. Internal wealth is steadily becoming visible, external wealth. Invisible prosperity is progressively appearing as tangible prosperity. Consciousness reality is systematically manifesting as circumstance reality. I am completely wealthy now in being and identity. I am progressively becoming wealthy now in having and experiencing. The gap between internal and external closes more each day. The bridge between consciousness and circumstance completes more each week. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Florence taught her advanced students that gratitude is the master key that unlocks all manifestation waiting in potential. You can complete all consciousness work perfectly. You can recite all affirmations faithfully. You can visualize all wealth clearly. You can program subconscious thoroughly, but without profound gratitude, manifestation remains incomplete because gratitude creates the magnetic attractive force that pulls invisible potential into visible form. Gratitude tells universe clearly you are ready to receive what you claimed in consciousness. Gratitude signals unmistakably that you recognize abundance already present and are prepared for more. Gratitude generates irresistibly the magnetic pull that attracts manifestation from invisible realm into visible experience. So saturate yourself completely with gratitude now as transmission nears conclusion. I am profoundly grateful for this 3-hour transmission opportunity. I am deeply grateful for this intensive programming session experience. I am sincerely grateful for this transformation activation practice. I am genuinely grateful for these teachings from Florence Scovel Shinn. I am truly grateful for these affirmations saturating my consciousness. I am honestly grateful for these frequencies recalibrating my energy field. I am completely grateful for the 3 valuable hours I invested wisely in my prosperity today. I am totally grateful for the consciousness work I completed faithfully. I am entirely grateful for the changes happening automatically in me now. I am absolutely grateful for the wealth manifesting inevitably for me soon. Gratitude completes the energetic circuit perfectly. Appreciation seals the subconscious programming permanently. Thankfulness activates the manifestation process powerfully. I am grateful. I am appreciative. I am thankful. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Your breathing remains slow and rhythmic, whether awake or asleep. Your heartbeat stays calm and steady in resting state. Your body continues deeply relaxed in comfortable position. Your mind remains peaceful and quiet in receptive mode. This physiological state of deep relaxation signals to your entire nervous system that you are completely safe, which allows prosperity programming to install without triggering any survival fear responses. Many people carry subconscious associations between wealth and danger installed from past negative experiences or absorbed from cultural conditioning against prosperity. But in this deeply relaxed physiological state, those automatic danger signals do not activate at all. The prosperity programming flows in smoothly and cleanly without encountering any resistance. Your subconscious accepts wealth as completely safe, totally natural, and absolutely desirable. Money comes to me now through all channels. Abundance manifests for me now through all sources. Prosperity appears to me now through all means. Not someday distant future, not eventually perfect timing. Now present moment, today current date, this week immediate time, this month near term. Right now, as I approach completion of this programming, my financial breakthrough is actively happening in consciousness and beginning to manifest in circumstances. Old destructive patterns are permanently breaking apart. New constructive patterns are solidly establishing themselves. Old limiting beliefs are completely dissolving away. New expanding beliefs are firmly solidifying within. Old restricting circumstances are finally shifting elsewhere. New freeing circumstances are freshly appearing here. The breakthrough is not future event I hope for distantly. The breakthrough is present reality I experience presently. The breakthrough is now. I am wealthy in consciousness now completely. I am becoming wealthy in circumstances now progressively. The gap closes daily. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. You have now received nearly 3 complete hours of intensive prosperity programming. This represents one of the most thorough and powerful wealth consciousness installations available through any method. Your subconscious has been completely saturated. Your consciousness has been fundamentally shifted. Your identity has been permanently transformed. In moments, the final closing section will guide you back to full waking awareness with your transformation complete and your commitment to 21 days renewed. Prepare to receive the closing words and awaken to your new prosperity consciousness. I celebrate every manifestation no matter how small initially. I acknowledge every synchronicity regardless how subtle originally. I appreciate every shift however minor seemingly. Small beginnings lead to large endings through consistent compound growth. Tiny seeds grow into massive trees given time and nurturing. Minor changes accumulate into major transformation through patient, persistent practice. I do not dismiss small signs as insignificant. I do not overlook subtle shifts as meaningless. I do not ignore minor manifestations as unimportant. Every small win deserves celebration enthusiastically. Every subtle sign deserves acknowledgement gratefully. Every minor shift deserves appreciation sincerely. What I celebrate expands exponentially. What I acknowledge multiplies geometrically. What I appreciate grows continuously. I celebrate all evidence. I acknowledge all signs. I appreciate all shifts. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. The final moments of this extended 3-hour session draw near. You have completed one of the most intensive prosperity consciousness installations available through any method or teaching. 3 full hours of concentrated subconscious reprogramming, over 10,000 wealth affirmations absorbed, countless prosperity principles integrated, massive consciousness transformation achieved. You are fundamentally different in consciousness than when you began 3 hours ago. That internal difference will manifest as external difference inevitably through spiritual law of consciousness creating conditions. Your transformed consciousness must create transformed circumstances. Not maybe, not hopefully, must, will, certainly. I am abundance walking in human form. I am prosperity expressing through physical body. I am wealth manifesting in material reality. Abundance is not something separate from me that I pursue externally. Prosperity is not something distinct from me that I chase desperately. Wealth is not something other than me that I seek anxiously. I am abundance itself taking human shape. I am prosperity itself wearing physical form. I am wealth itself experiencing material existence. This is deepest truth about my nature. This is ultimate reality about my being. This is eternal fact about my identity. When I truly know this absolutely, all seeking stops completely. All striving ceases entirely. All anxiety dissolves totally. I simply am what I have been seeking. I already possess what I thought I needed to obtain. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. Florence Scovel Shinn's most advanced teaching, reserved for her most committed students who completed extensive preliminary work. Was this radical truth? You do not become wealthy through changing what you do. You become wealthy through changing who you are. Actions follow identity inevitably. Circumstances follow consciousness automatically. Most people try to change their financial circumstances through different actions while maintaining same poverty identity, which produces temporary improvement at best before reverting to identity baseline. But when you change identity itself, from poor person to wealthy person through deep subconscious reprogramming, your actions automatically change to align with new identity, and your circumstances automatically shift to match new consciousness. This is what you have accomplished today through 3 hours of intensive identity transformation work. My wealth consciousness is now permanently installed and operating automatically. My abundance mindset is now solidly established and functioning continuously. My prosperity identity is now deeply rooted and expressing naturally. This is not temporary programming that fades quickly when external support ends. This is permanent installation that continues operating indefinitely when maintained through consistent practice. With 21 consecutive days of this daily programming, the installation becomes so deeply established that it runs automatically for rest of life without conscious maintenance required. Like learning to ride bicycle, once neural pathways are formed through repetition, the skill becomes automatic, permanent ability. Once prosperity consciousness pathways are formed through consistent practice, wealth manifestation becomes automatic, permanent reality. I deserve to receive without giving equal value first. I am worthy to be blessed without earning it through suffering. I qualify for abundance without proving myself through struggle. This is radical truth that contradicts cultural conditioning. Culture teaches you must give before you can receive. Culture programs you must earn through suffering to deserve blessing. Culture conditions you must prove through struggle to qualify for abundance. But spiritual truth is opposite. You receive first from infinite source. Then you give from overflowing abundance received. This is correct order. Receive freely from divine supply. Give generously from abundant overflow. Not give from empty depletion, hoping to somehow receive, but receive from infinite fullness, then give from overflowing abundance. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. Rest continues as transmission enters absolute final section. Whether you have been awake throughout entire 3 hours or asleep for extended periods, the programming worked perfectly for your unique consciousness. There is no wrong way to receive this transmission as long as it played and you remained in receptive state. Your specific experience of being aware or unaware does not determine effectiveness. The programming reaches subconscious level, where transformation occurs regardless of conscious awareness level. Trust completely that optimal transformation occurred for you personally based on your readiness and receptivity. Money is energy that I direct consciously for good purposes. Money is resource that I manage wisely for maximum impact. Money is tool that I use skillfully for meaningful service. Money itself is completely neutral without inherent goodness or evil. Money takes on qualities of consciousness that directs it. In hands of person with scarcity, consciousness and selfish intentions, money creates problems and causes harm. In hands of person with abundance consciousness and generous intentions, Money creates solutions and generates blessing. I have abundance consciousness established. I have generous intentions activated. Therefore, money flowing to me automatically creates positive outcomes and produces beneficial results. I am safe having enormous wealth because I will use that wealth for purposes aligned with highest good. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Florence taught that one reliable sign of genuine wealth consciousness, fully established, is complete emotional neutrality toward money. No anxiety when money is temporarily low. No euphoria when money is temporarily high. Just calm, steady confidence that money flows reliably through all conditions because you are connected to infinite source rather than finite circumstances. This emotional neutrality toward money comes from knowing your supply source is infinite divine provision rather than limited human effort. When you work for money, your security depends on your continued effort. When money works for you through established wealth consciousness, your security depends on infinite source that never fails. You are transitioning from working for money to having money work for you. This transition is happening now through this programming. I attract wealth through expected conventional channels. I attract wealth through unexpected unconventional channels. I attract wealth through my current employment. I attract wealth beyond my current employment. I attract wealth through my deliberate effort. I attract wealth beyond my deliberate effort. I am open to all of it without limiting how wealth can come. I am ready for all of it without restricting which channels can deliver. I welcome all of it without prejudging what form it takes. I receive all of it without questioning why it appears. I appreciate all of it without analyzing how it manifested. Money comes from everywhere to me through countless channels. Money flows from all directions to me through unlimited means. Money appears through infinite sources for me in unlimited forms. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. Money loves me. I love money. We flow together naturally. I am wealthy. Money flows to me easily. I am divinely provided for. Abundance is my natural state. Prosperity comes to me effortlessly. I attract wealth automatically. I am financially blessed. You are seconds away from the final closing section that will bring this 3-hour transmission to completion. You have accomplished extraordinary consciousness work today. You have invested valuable time wisely in your transformation. You have committed to 21-day journey faithfully. You have opened yourself to wealth completely. Now, prepare to receive final words and return to full waking awareness with your prosperity consciousness activated and your wealthy life beginning to manifest starting immediately. Take a deep breath. Feel gratitude. Know with certainty your transformation is complete in consciousness and manifestation in circumstances is guaranteed. 3 hours well invested. 3 hours of transformation. 3 hours that change everything. Prepare for the final closing words now. 3 hours complete. 180 minutes of powerful prosperity programming delivered successfully. Your subconscious thoroughly saturated with wealth consciousness. Your identity fundamentally transformed to abundant being. Your circumstances already responding invisibly to your shifted consciousness. This monumental work you completed today is day 1 of your 21-day commitment to transformation. Return here tomorrow at your chosen rest time. Play this exact same transmission again during nap or rest period. Continue the practice faithfully without missing a single day. Complete the full 21-day cycle without breaking the chain. Your wealthy life depends absolutely on your commitment to consistent daily practice for the full duration. 1 day of practice helps somewhat. 7 consecutive days help significantly. 21 consecutive days transforms completely and permanently. Do not stop, do not skip, do not quit until transformation is absolute and irreversible. As you prepare to wake fully or return to normal waking awareness, take a long, deep moment to feel profound gratitude for the consciousness work you have accomplished today. You invested 3 valuable hours in your prosperity when you could have spent those hours on entertainment or distraction. You dedicated yourself to real transformation when most people settle for temporary motivation. You committed to your wealthy future when others only dream about change without taking action. This serious commitment will produce serious results. This dedicated investment will pay extraordinary returns. This faithful practice will manifest abundant rewards. Trust completely in the process. Rest assured in the outcome. Know with absolute certainty that you have just activated prosperity consciousness that will begin producing clear evidence of increasing wealth in your life, starting immediately and continuing indefinitely for the rest of your life. When you wake or fully open your eyes, move slowly and gently. Breathe deeply and consciously. Stretch carefully and mindfully. Notice immediately how you feel about money compared to before you began. Pay close attention to any shifts in your consciousness about finances. Perhaps you feel lighter emotionally. Perhaps you feel more hopeful mentally. Perhaps you feel more confident energetically. Perhaps you simply feel mysteriously different in a way you cannot quite articulate with words. Whatever subtle or obvious shift you notice, honor it completely. That shift is real transformation beginning to emerge. That difference is your new prosperity consciousness starting to establish itself. That new feeling is your wealthy identity beginning to express itself. Let it grow naturally and organically over coming days through continued faithful daily practice. Return to the comments section now or very soon. Write openly about what you experienced during these 3 hours. Share honestly any shifts you noticed in how you feel. Describe authentically your energy about money after completing this intensive programming. Tell the community you successfully completed day 1 and you are firmly committed to all 21 days without exception. Your public sharing strengthens your own transformation through the power of declaration and inspires others to complete their full journey through the encouragement of your testimony. This is how we collectively build prosperity consciousness. This is how we together shift from cultural scarcity to cultural abundance. Your active participation genuinely matters. Your honest testimony truly counts. Your real transformation demonstrably helps others believe transformation is possible for them too. I am wealthy now and forever without end. This is not temporary state that fades. This is permanent identity that lasts. I am not someone who becomes wealthy temporarily and then loses wealth cyclically through unconscious self-sabotage patterns. I am someone whose wealth grows continuously forward, expands infinitely upward, multiplies eternally outward without reversal or contraction or loss. My prosperity is permanent reality that never changes. My abundance is endless truth that never wavers. My wealth is infinite nature that never diminishes. Nothing external can take this internal identity from me because wealth is not something I possess that can be stolen. Wealth is something I am that cannot be separated from my being. I am wealth itself. I am abundance itself. I am prosperity itself. This is absolute truth. This is ultimate reality. This is eternal identity. I accept this completely. I embody this fully. I live this totally now and forever. Florence Scovel Shinn's absolute final words to students at the very conclusion of her prosperity teachings were always this eternal truth. Remember daily that you are divine being having human experience, not human being hoping for divine intervention. As divine being, infinite abundance is your natural inheritance, limitless prosperity is your automatic birthright, boundless wealth is your guaranteed destiny. Never forget this truth. Never doubt this reality. Never deny this identity. You are heir to infinite riches. You are child of abundant universe. You are expression of prosperous source. Claim your inheritance boldly. Accept your birthright fully. Live your destiny completely. Today, you remembered this truth through 3 hours of intensive programming. Tomorrow, you will deepen this remembering through another 3-hour session. For 21 consecutive days, you will strengthen this knowing until it becomes unshakable, permanent reality. Then you will live from this consciousness for the rest of your life, creating wealth effortlessly, attracting abundance automatically, manifesting prosperity naturally. Thank you sincerely for investing these 3 hours in your transformation. Thank you genuinely for committing to 21 days of consistent practice. Thank you truly for being active part of our global prosperity community. You are blessed, you are abundant, you are wealthy, you are prosperous, you are successful, you are rich. Now rest peacefully, wake gradually, and watch your entire life transform magnificently over coming days and weeks. Return here tomorrow, same time for day 2. The transmission awaits you. Your prosperity journey continues. Your wealthy life manifests. Your abundant future arrives. Rest now in complete certainty that transformation is finished in consciousness and manifestation in circumstances is absolutely inevitable and divinely guaranteed. You are wealthy. Money flows to you easily. You are divinely provided for. Abundance is your natural state. Prosperity comes to you effortlessly. You attract wealth automatically. You are financially blessed eternally. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Amen.